you, as a group, you had left.
Oh, okay.
And then it cut away to us.
Yeah, and then we had the scene with you at the Northern Airlock, which ended with you riddling the drone.
With all my bullets.
Yep, just mag dump. It didn't like it, but it also sprayed acid back at you, so you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
And that's when it became extremely clear that you are an android.
No, I just bleed white. It's fine. It's a recessive trait.
Yeah.
Are you French?
Oh my God, Karen, you can't just ask people why they bleed white.
I need like a Karen cut of Aliens or something where it's all the like horror movie questions that you would want to ask somebody, and people are like, no, that's rude. You can't say that. Come on now, you know better. They're like transforming into a monster while this is happening. You need another scary movie, is what I'm saying.
Oh God.
Okay, but did everyone see about the new, what is it, Art Aster movie that's going to come out?
Maybe.
The one with Joaquin Phoenix in it?
Oh, Ari Aster.
Ari Aster, yeah.
Beau is Afraid.
Uh-huh.
It looks really good. It's phenomenal looking.
He did Hereditary and
Midsommar.
Yeah, some real good ones.
This one's less of a horror. It's like a guy whose mother is dying, and he's like a recluse. Like he stays at home, but he like needs to go see his mother before she dies. So he like he goes out into the world, and like the world around him is like sometimes it's animated, sometimes he looks like he's on the stage of a play. Like the world around him is just like really fucked up and weird. Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yes, but that also hits a little too close to my past.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why it sounds great. Give me the stuff that like legitimately goes, hey, remember your trauma? Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a way you probably wish somebody had talked about it in the past.
Hopefully it's a therapeutic.
Yes, that's what you want to aim for.
I mean,
but at the end of the day, it does come down to you as an audience viewer to go, yeah, I shouldn't watch this, or all right, let's do this.
There is the chance of that, but there is the chance of, like, when I tried to watch Psycho-Pass and thought, this is a good anime. I like this. I really want to like this. But also, it's painful to watch.
What parts, if I may ask? Because I did really enjoy Psycho-Pass.
The whole idea of that was painful for me.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair, yeah.
It's the stress anxiety rather than, like...
Yeah. The idea of basically, hey, the technology is advanced far enough that we can track your mental state effectively, and we convert it into a very nice color scale. And once it hits a certain point, it's like mandatory psychiatric therapy until you get better. Unless you cross a certain point, in which case you are considered lost.
And they kill you.
Yep.
And because my mental state does not stabilize,
and the guy becomes judge, jury, executioner.
Yep.
That was painful for me.
Okay.
It's good, but you are right. It is dystopian as fuck, to put it lightly.
Mine would definitely be the American History X of that. Like, that is painful to watch.
Yeah.
I did manage to watch that, but not the curb scene.
Oh, yeah. That's worth skipping over.
I don't know why they put it on, like, TV for, like, a movie. And my 13-year-old is like, oh, what's this? I'm like, oh, boy.
I watched Alien Resurrection on TV.
I could tell. That was the one point of like, I am too young for this movie.
Where you just know.
Do you have an experience like that, Jensen?
Oh, no, I grew up with, like... I remember one of the first horror movies watching with my parents. They didn't know I was in the room, but...
It's like
the original, like, Pet Sematary.
Ooh, yeah.
That was fucking creepy.
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up on, like, bad 80s horror movies, so, like, for me, I was always very easily able to separate and appreciate, like, the special effects of it, so...
That helps.
Yeah, I grew up on the same kind of thing, and I'm fine with that. Though, if you put an insane asylum in anything...
No.
I can't go there.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mine's harder to pinpoint. Well, one, clowns, because nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's just
Checks
legit phobia. I don't know,
Kick
like
the kid out of rehearsal because they had a clown shirt on once.
she spent the whole rehearsal doing this, and I was like, I'm sorry, I just can't, because it was fucking Pennywise in the middle of her t-shirt. I'm like, I can't. It's cool. It's
I can't. Maybe like Love Actually. I don't think I could do like.
rom-coms are not my jam.
Yeah, like that. The false concept of love. Like that's
gotcha,
pretty
yeah.
triggering. That's.
I mean, it did make that horror thing where we was doing the ghost hunt and then insane asylum kind of interesting for me.
I mean, it was a decommissioned one at least, but
Yeah,
the
that just
ghosts
made
are
it
still
worse.
there. Yeah.
It's just like The Ring, right?
What do you mean?
Which one? Or you mean the American movie, the Japanese movie,
Ringu.
or the book, which
Yeah,
was
the
totally different?
Was Sadako
You know, the one with the elves, and then there was like a hobbit, and
No. I think this is the one that digs into like eugenics, right?
oh yeah.
In a weird way, the book does.
where she
If I'm
was from
remembering
an insane asylum, and then she had chlamydia from her psychiatrist.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Because
And
it was,
that's how
sorry, it
you
was
get
sanitarium,
the
technically.
ghosts?
Yeah.
Not an asylum.
And the real
Still.
enemy was psychic chlamydia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The more
Isn't it
you know.
always?
So,
Yeah.
Like when
Sounds
you
more
dig
like-
deep enough. Star Wars, actually, that's actually where
Where the
the
force
Sith,
comes from.
the dark side of the
Ah.
is.
Is that where Anakin came from?
Yeah.
Was
Psychic
chlamydia.
The light side. Well, the light side is midichlorians.
Well, that's why they
and the
listen to
dark side
jizz
is
music.
Psychic chlamydia. It's, they're
Yeah, they listen to
opposing
jizz
forces.
Never let
Yeah,
them live that down.
um,
Such a bad name.
That's why Palpatine's always like.
it's come
Oh yeah,
temporary.
he's late stage.
Hey.
Yeah, deep in the chlamydia.
Oh no. Oh no.
Legit though, like It Follows is a good.
That's what
Oh,
I was
yeah.
going to say.
For
It Follows
movie.
is so good.
That,
And it's
that
just
has
an
the same
allegory
kind
for
of allegory,
STDs.
yeah.
Does anybody else want coffee? It is now well and truly done at this point.
I might get some later, but you are welcome to have some.
I've already got my drink.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
they're wondering if to make more.
Oh,
I'll pull some of the backups out then.
cool. Thanks.
It's not like too many people are
Enthused.
thirsting for coffee.
I'm. Mhm.
Well, the first set of people already.
Yeah, and I went with my English breakfast tea. Just basically tea from India. So I guess that raises the question. If we are going to get back into a longer running campaign with characters, what do we want to aim for? Because right now the almost the vibe I've been going for is maybe kind of resurrecting the Monster of the Week style game, but just doing it using the D20 Modern or Everyday Heroes rule set. So we're using 5th edition, but the main focus would be on like supernatural investigation, monster hunting, and other side stories that branch off of that. So it's at least can start with some purpose and see where it goes.
Yeah. And
I've
then
always been
if
into
people
that.
are missing a week and stuff, those are the type of games where it's not like, oh, this is going to really fuck up the whole story if
Yeah.
certain characters are missing.
It's one of the things about White Heart Symphony that I kind of like. It's also based on Powered by the Apocalypse, so same system that Monster of the Week runs on, with a few additions.
Oh yeah, you gotta make it
Standard.
unique. In your own
Standard power.
Yeah.
Rock.
I do miss being a librarian with a RV
Mm-hmm.
in my dysfunctional family.
So good.
I made a bunch of zombies slip in my vomit.
You did. You did.
I gave a cop magic chlamydia.
And
Yes, and then it became a dark Jedi. Yeah.
And Sam and I's characters were just like basically lesbian moms to Lily's character.
Unofficial lesbian mom.
Yeah, unofficial lesbian moms. It was good. It was a good time.
Yumi was such a fun character.
You may needed like
Yeah.
3 parents.
Character with a
Yumi
capital
did
C.
need 3 parents. It was
Everybody in the
necessity.
RV was like Yumi's parents, and it wasn't enough.
No.
There's a reason why I pulled you out of school.
God, could you imagine?
But literally, it was my RV, and I was a librarian, so our RV was like the library that just went with us everywhere.
It basically became Scooby-Doo, and it was the mystery machine.
Yeah,
Yep.
it was pretty cool.
What?
Kyle was the one getting high.
I was Shaggy. I was just,
Plain and simple.
Just had the Pop-Tarts. Come on.
yeah. Was that, yeah, that's what I didn't
Air
do Scooby
quote
Snaps. I just did
Pop-Tarts.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah. The only other thing I think would be cool, and it doesn't have to be a longer thing, is like I've always wanted to do like a murder mystery.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know I tried running one way back in the day.
And I'm always down for more like horror focused things.
I
Whether
do
it's-
love them, yes.
I think I'm probably more on the fantasy side than I am.
I mean, not for
No, it doesn't necessarily.
long-running things. Sorry, I can't talk.
Me either.
It seems my ability to speak plainly and clearly is inversely proportional to the number of people listening to me.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But I do want to run some more Call of Cthulhu stuff for like one shots. So.
Yeah.
I would love some good old fashioned fantasy D&D at
I
some
would love
point
to
because
do
I
that
just
too.
haven't gotten
Yeah.
actually like play in
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
a decade.
That
Oh,
would be
yeah.
cool too.
Yeah, we're in that weird place where it's like there's playtest material constantly coming out in a slow drip, and it leads to that idea of like, well, I want to sample it a little bit,
Yeah.
but I also want to wait until it's all out, so it's not like midway through something we're going, that's cool, we should introduce that and rewrite a whole character, which
Yeah.
it could be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I would be on board with that. I've got a old furry game system that I have not actually run a game for, but fits perfectly into the classic fantasy setting. The Iron Claw system. But
That is
isn't
one-
D20.
That is the one that was the precursor to
Yes.
Urban Jungle.
Yep. Which Urban Jungle is like, hey, what if we did the same thing, but
20s.
20s, yeah. Rum running and gangsters and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
we also didn't have the core book, and so it assumed we knew some rules that we didn't
One
know.
particular rule.
Claim
Claiming
cover. It became an infamous term among our
What
group.
does that mean? To claim cover?
It did not mention it at all in the book. So I'm like, all right, at some point I've got to get the original and figure out what it is. And it's the simplest thing ever. You just go, oh, hey, yeah, there's something my character could use as cover. I'm going to claim cover.
Yeah.
And that means your character's diving towards it. And that's it.
Sometimes it's the most simple
Yep.
thing.
And it's like, but mechanically, I need to know. How does it work?
I remember I killed like 3 cops in that, running them over.
Yeah, that's because
Yep.
you ran them over. And I think those are like the only people we killed in that.
I think so, yeah. I mean, you were rum running that time, so it went fairly well.
We did take out the target, like a, what was it, an alligator with a bag of flour?
Yes.
Because apparently all weapons do damage unless you can, and unless you can have some way to block it, it's the same thing.
Yep.
So it takes you out.
Yeah, they simplify health a lot. In that.
And eventually we stopped shooting at this thing and somebody threw a bag of flour at it.
The takedown.
I actually claimed the bag of flour as
Cover.
Yeah. Dive with it.
It's covering me right
Yeah,
now.
exactly. No, I do. I think I might mention I've got a persistent Forgotten Realms world that I run
nice.
that at some point, if folks were interested.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is, again, for me, I've only ever run it for 3.5. But if folks would rather do 5e, we can try it. But it's just not
About
what I know
half
about
of
it.
this group maybe
Yeah.
could handle it with,
I mean,
3.5.
3.5 is easier for people to get into.
And I don't
than
run super
older editions.
mechanically.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously, we follow mechanics and people can crunch as much as they want. But
yeah,
I'm more about storytelling and fun. So
Yeah.
not
So that's
exactly.
that would probably be good for
I
this.
think I'm the biggest not cruncher of the group.
Oh god, I infamously ran this system. I was really excited about. It was kind of build on the bones of Pathfinder and added some Final Fantasy stuff for these guys. and I was really excited about it. And about half the people there was like, I can't do this.
It's too much number.
And I was so
And then we played again later, and I'm like, I leveled up a horse to level 11.
see about half of this group can really get into that.
Yep. Give me something dumb to focus on, and I'm there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I like the crunchiness, like, so that I have something to do when we're not playing.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But then I want the game itself to be able to run
Smooth.
Yeah.
That was the biggest problem with 4th edition for me. Because I was running it with people who, like, refused to do the math except in the moment. And would constantly do the math over and over again. And it's, if you know 4th edition, it's a lot of, here's a bonus, here's a bonus, here's a bonus, here's a bonus. They're not going to change that much.
Right.
And then you'll throw on like a +2 or -2 situationally.
I know that's horrible because when I first started playing Pathfinder, I played a barbarian because I thought that should be simple.
No.
Apparently, though, every time you rage, you have to recalculate everything, which is kind of horrible.
Because your strength changes.
Well, your strength and your con.
Which means your health changes. Which
means
is the worst thing you can do in D&D.
Yes, and to make that even worse, when you stop raging, you lose exactly that much health that you gained.
Yep. You lose your temporary health that was just actually
it's
health.
very clear to say it's not temporary hit points because you do not lose them first.
Yep.
Which means you could drop dead after you drop out of raging.
Which I like from a storytelling point of view.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
interesting.
it's a fun idea. It's a nightmare to actually play, though.
All right. So, folks are ready? Let's
Yeah.
drop right back into the action.
Flamethrower!
Yeah.
Where's my gun?
All right, I've got the eggs from the cooler.
You just
Eggs are
pulled
so
in both of
expensive
them.
now.
Yeah.
Here, watch. I
These
can
are
fit it
very
in my
expensive.
mouth.
You know how much money I can
cheeked
get
them.
for this?
I was cheeking the eggs. Nothing could go wrong with that.
I could just see the group you're in. It's like, okay, take your motion tracker out and see if there's anything out there. And you're like, and then something pops up, and you're like, oh, gun. Oh.
It's back in the room
no.
with the eggs. But I have the eggs here.
Hold on.
So the gun's here then, because guns are near eggs.
Eggs equal gun. Yes, I'm sure that's how that works.
I'm a programmer. Trust me.
I'm just a pilot. I'm not a programmer.
I've been a pilot for 20 years, and I know eggs equal gun.
Covered that on day 1 of pilot school.
Yes.
It was in Top Gun, so it has to be true.
All right, so with whom are we starting?
Because we're in the basement.
Yeah, we're in
We just
that
found
fight.
out.
Not the basement.
Well,
but
the
it's on
floor.
first floor
That's
on the
right.
northern airlock.
Yeah, because we're trying to get to the tower to
Actually.
unlock the...
That's correct.
I will sacrifice the book.
We know all the secrets.
The Berlin Wall's down.
Quick.
Apparently there's aliens in this game!
On the other side of the Berlin Wall.
Quick, somebody start singing 99 Luftballon. It's good.
Yeah.
Alright. Slip this right in here if we can. Oh, the audience
And
is
also
gonna freak out.
hilarious because that song was only popular in German.
Mm-hmm.
Which, to be fair, yeah, it's much better in German.
No, it's 6
So,
Why didn't Rammstein ever do a cover?
I mean, they did Barbie Girl, right?
Yeah, I mean...
So why not?
listen out.
I mean, they still could, right? I mean,
Yeah, they're still kicking
They're still
somewhere.
alive, as far as we know.
I mean, I haven't been keeping track of them, but yeah, it's a safe bet.
I mean, basically not since high school. Yeah.
I stopped following him on
You don't
tour.
have your Rammstein tracker app?
Come on, they've released some good songs recently.
So, we've got one group who's at the northern airlock here,
Okay.
and then the other group is in the basement making their way at this point through the housing block, which was the slaughterhouse, shall we just call it?
Yeah, we were there and we took all the important stuff, so...
We left like one gun down there.
Yeah, we
There's
left
a-
the gun. You're fine.
we made it
There's
seem like
a-
there.
You can
like,
give
service
me a gun.
pistol
Wait,
we
you
left
didn't
it for
take
you.
You didn't bring us guns? Is that what I'm hearing?
No,
No.
They took
we,
the two big
we,
guns.
we took the 2 big guns and we left 1 gun so that if you came to join us, you could have a gun.
Yeah.
That's
But
You
Yeah,
knew
if
you
you
lost
were
your
in the
gun.
basement.
So it made it seem like we weren't taking all the guns.
Yeah.
Because we didn't. We didn't take all the guns.
It's
we
true.
left the measly pistol.
And to be fair, most of you were armed with guns when this started.
Most, by most. I mean me.
Well, I don't know what you're talking
By
about.
most, I mean 2 people.
Yeah.
I'm now not armed.
And admittedly, they only had pistols.
Oh,
I haven't...
that was better than 3 other people at this table.
I briefly had a cutting tool. And
yeah, those cutting tools were doing work.
I got to
I got a cutting torch.
Oh, yeah.
Kyle, could you pass me the dice tray?
Yes.
Now, if I had my life specimen, I mean, that could be a weapon.
Right?
True.
What would it be? Yeah, I'll tie a rope to the end of the face hugger, toss it,
Go get him.
Dead.
and then pull it back.
Splat.
Yeah, he wants to
Splash
take the
some
real
blood
one.
on
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he wants to take the
that's
live
right.
one. We're
That's
having
actually what it
we're
should be,
having
the
a
files of this
conversation
passage.
about taking the
Because
live
it
one.
totally works
Yeah.
on...
I don't know that.
The
That's
one
what
weapon
we're
I
using.
started with was
Right.
a strength of
I
7.
mean, none of us are native to this planet, so who's to say what is and isn't an alien?
From that point of view, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You're the alien.
Yeah, aren't we all?
They're
I mean,
aliens too.
I don't really
We don't even know
know
if they're
any of
natives.
you. We worked on this station together, but
Yeah.
Xenos natives?
Well,
No,
there's
they're
that
not.
one guy
No.
that says only Mexicans are aliens. So.
but out of game we don't know.
No.
But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, you would assume like it's probably local.
Probably.
Probably. You have no evidence to the contrary. So.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So we'll jump back into the action. First round was Lilith unloading the machine gun.
And it's now empty.
And
Yep.
does anybody remember what initiative was?
Yes, I do. I specifically remember Kyle goes last, and the Xeno is in the middle,
Okay.
which means we're gonna see what they're up to.
But I was behind you. I remember that.
Yep, that
'Cause
was
that's
very important.
Because the acid splashed you. That's
Yes.
why.
All right, so Alien's gonna take his 2 turns. On its first turn, it takes a moment to pause, stretch to full height, as you have now made that click, 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 and it just quietly hisses, kind of looking at the 2 of you. You get 1 point of stress. You're immune to stress now that we know you're an android. So congratulations. And then it does the classic, opening its outer jaws wide, and you see that inner jaw just launch out towards you.
I hope the first action of the game isn't just killing.
The android.
It's like, all right, let's play. Dead. All right, now.
No, that can happen in this game. That's why there's NPCs.
Yeah.
Yep. So you can be like, I have these other people.
More like PPCs, placeholder PCs.
I like that. That is actually
Yeah.
a good name
PPC?
for them.
Yeah.
All right. You have 4 damage coming your way.
Oh boy.
Yep.
PC.
So let's see. Resilient. That is strength.
Yep.
Okay. I need some dice. I'll take these weapons.
Yeah, I mean, this is the move to start on. Should be a full set of 10 there.
Okay. So I need 7.
Statistically, this isn't looking good.
No, this is. Oh shit.
No, it's worse.
Okay. So I'm dead.
Well, good news. If it causes any damage, it automatically inflicts critical injury number 64, which is crushed skull. Effects. Your story ends here.
Shit.
Well, that was 1 over my hit point level, so that would have been bad anyway.
Fitting. Yep. So, in this moment, Kyle, you basically watch. Yeah, you watch as the tiny mouth comes and basically just goes straight through the skull of the now revealed android.
Yay! I
What did you
completed
do?
my personal agenda, which was protect all of you at the cost of my own life.
No.
Congratulations, you have a story
Well,
point.
hold on.
Oh.
Is it possible though that
Oh, so that's why you're disobeying orders.
Yes.
maybe the xenomorphs have an allergic reaction to the milky substance?
Oh,
They're just sitting there going like, huh? Huh?
I'm lactose intolerant.
Yeah, I can just imagine it shooting its mouth in there. It's like, oh, come on. What the fuck,
Yeah.
man?
Is this
Milk?
vegan? What is
Aw.
Is that avocado?
All right.
I'm gonna be on the
human.
toilet
Oh,
for
no.
hours. I'm gonna be on the alien toilet.
They
for
weren't
hours.
even grass fed.
Would you
Is that
like
acidic?
Wes Osterman or would you like Theodora Kominsky?
Let's go with Theodora.
All right. There's the
other
little
guy.
bit of
Gonna be the
information
fat
for
drunk
her.
guy.
No,
Yeah,
that's
he'll be for last. That's Wes.
okay.
You found
Can I
Wes at the
borrow
bar,
Yeah.
getting his last
Come on.
drink. So you're up.
All by yourself.
Okay,
Alright,
this
well.
does not have stats on it.
Nope. I will get you some in a moment.
Okay, that's good.
I'm gonna
Well.
finish this up real quick.
Cool.
So I watch this happen. I go,
Kiss we need
"You're a goddamn robot." Got my flamethrower ready, and I'm shooting right at the. I got a little tiny mouth to shoot at that's just gonna spread out and go for the big head, I guess.
Light them all up in a God sort of mount.
Yeah.
Can you thematically
So I got
shove the
5.
incinerator into its tiny mouth?
Naturally.
Or like
Okay.
through a little
8 here, and then you 4
Yeah,
stress
through.
die.
All right, through Lilith's character's head into the tiny mouth, and then you fire.
Yeah. It's a
We're gonna
perfect
make it a
line.
Michael Bay movie now.
Yeah, you needed some lens flare.
Yep. Michael Bay's involved.
Through the lens flare, through the head, through the tiny mouth.
Isn't that J.J. Abrams is the lens flare?
Is he?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
I didn't know if Michael Bay was also
But of course,
a lens
since it's
flare.
Michael Bay, the action from scene to scene is like all over the place.
Yeah. Shaky cam.
It's probably best if we just keep
I got
It's also
4,
JJ.
and one of them was on a stress die.
Okay. Did you get any ones on your stress dice?
Yeah, it was the one on the stress die.
Oh, okay. So that's what you meant. I thought you meant one of your successes was on stress.
No.
Okay. So feel free to take 1 point of stress and then roll a d6.
Feel free to. I don't want to. And then
This is a dumb-
what?
Oh, I
Yeah,
insist.
okay.
Roll a d6 and add your current stress level to it. I will roll defense for the alien.
I got a 3.
Okay.
3? Wow. Nice.
Plus your current stress?
Well, 8.
Oh,
Okay,
Oh,
that's
important.
much different.
Yeah, I rolled a 3. Is what I meant to say.
Okay, you've developed a little bit of a tremble. Surprisingly.
Okay.
The adrenaline flowing through you, all agility will now suffer a -2 modifier until the panic stops. Which I'm going to say is until this alien is dead.
Okay.
did my I also had a trimble way back in the day. Would that have gone away by now?
By now, yeah.
No.
That
So
would-
the alien runs away, and you're screwed because you didn't kill it.
Oh god, I would say. No.
Hey,
Um,
it's an incinerator, so it's got an intensity of 9, and it'll keep being hurt every time.
Yep. And I'm trying to remember how much damage you did to it in your burst. I want to say it was probably 5.
It was a good number.
It was pretty good. I do remember. But
We'll say it was whatever it is.
even if it was
Your
4,
attack plus
Yeah,
hers.
my attack plus Lilith
Yeah, do you
is
know
the
how-
exact amount
Because
of
it does
HP I had.
2 on base, and I think I had like 4 hits, so it would have been a good 5.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to say you light this thing up, and that is enough to drop it. It hits the floor, squirming, writhing, and it attempts one last attack at you in its death throes.
And I hold up my cross necklace and say, "Protect me, God!"
Okay.
That worked? Oh, okay.
You do like
We'll see in a moment.
incinerator.
Kind of the...
We'll see in a
You could
moment.
maybe-
Can I have more dice?
Give me more dice.
Would you consider doing a little CPR on it? Maybe just trying to keep it
I would,
alive.
but
and
little mouse
conscious?
is a big mouth.
Whatever makes you happy.
Or maybe the android? Come on.
Okay.
I mean, we've studied androids. We don't need to study more androids.
I assume it's just a big gaping hole through the head anyway. It's,
Can I use banter to get out of this?
Bantering with the alien.
or at least maybe the aliens need less stress.
You
Maybe
just-
that's all this is. They
You
need
just
someone
look at the
banter.
android and say, yeah, that was a hell of a fight, wasn't it?
They're just
Okay,
lashing out
give
because
me-
they're so stressed.
A
Exactly.
close combat roll. As effectively you have lit this xenomorph on fire, and it is reaching out trying to grab you. You need to beat what it rolled to avoid getting caught and potentially lit on fire.
3.
You're good. It collapses in front of you.
A mere inches.
On top of your, now that you recognize, android buddy, and a nice little smoldering napalm fire there.
Cool.
And things go quiet yet again.
Also burning the android body.
We must cleanse the evidence.
So, yeah, I get
Luckily-
Viking funeral.
I assume that was all perfectly silent, so you should be safe to stay there for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully.
The,
Yeah.
the blast of machine gun fire was just perfectly silenced.
Also the screaming alien that was
Space
on
is a
fire.
vacuum,
Yeah.
so you can't hear it.
Space is a vacuum, but you're on a planet inside the compound.
I mean, that is-
Everywhere is space that is not Earth.
All right, so we will cut back to the, I guess now 4 of you,
Yes.
since we have another
I
edition.
mean, technically Wes is still with us, right?
Yes.
Yes, Wes is there too.
Theodore suddenly has a bit more of a sparkle in her
He's
eye.
just there in case somebody else gets killed.
Yeah.
So
Suddenly
don't worry
gaining
about it.
PC hood. All right. there is your
Finally decided,
information
like, speak
for her.
herself.
Yeah, does she look a little more conscious to you? A little more sentient? I don't know.
It looks like an artist gave her a second pass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some details are
Little
starting to get
details.
fleshed out.
At first I thought they weren't going to work, but now I see what they were going for. I'm like, oh, yeah.
It's starting to make sense.
Gotta trust the process.
Apparently, it was AI art, but then you found the real artist and got the original thing.
There you go. What do all these people look like anime characters?
It was some like Middle East knockoff, wrong color. It was spelled wrong.
Yes, Captain American.
Yeah. With his famous colors of green and purple.
That reminds me of this one
Hulk?
deck building game I bought that was like...
I thought you said dick building game.
You haven't played this?
That would be a trauma point for me.
Sorry.
But no, it's fine. But this one deck building game I bought, just because it seemed so hilarious, because it comes in a can. And it's basically anime done by Chinese knockoff. And the cards for the players are basically Norse and Greek gods. And all of them look pretty normal, except Poseidon, who's an anime girl for some reason.
Nice. You get one. They're like, we had to outsource it.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like,
We have
okay,
someone for Poseidon.
but
Bear drive car?
why
Oh,
did
no.
you go
No.
there? I
How
mean,
can that be?
Bear is driving.
All right, so were we heading to the airlocky area to meet them for the ship? Was that
I
the...
think that was the
Yes.
Yeah.
You were on
Oh,
the way.
plan. We
Survivors?
expect them to like undock.
Yeah,
And
The
we're going
ship.
to look for survivors.
right. They're going to have everything undocked and ready to go, so that when we get there,
We can
perfect.
GTFO.
Man, I'm glad I trusted them so much.
I mean,
Trust is a strong word.
Like, Hirsch is my buddy, all right? An open-minded, what a guy, what a pal.
Loves Jesus.
So surely he has done what he and...
He's
Done God's work.
Yeah.
One might
that,
say.
that is interesting, because Hirsch was my buddy and you were my rival.
No.
So that's where the rivalry came
Yeah,
from.
that we
wanted
we
to-
were vying for Hirsch's friendship.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Or
more.
love.
Yeah.
His affection, come on.
So we were just heading down the path towards...
Towards the underground housing unit.
Yeah. Had
And
we made it down the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're moving through the sub corridors, concrete, metal pipes, everything has started to grow like quieter and quieter since you've been here, as people aren't upkeeping things.
Yeah.
You make your way into the location you've seen through the cameras before, which is this slaughterhouse floor, effectively. There is neatly arranged for you a M4A3 service pistol, just in the middle of the walking path.
This looks suspicious.
It has a note next to it that says from Holroyd with love.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
A little less suspicious.
Who wants the gun?
No, it's very suspicious to you.
Yeah.
You know how to use guns, yeah?
Yes.
Like I...
Get your gun out.
I know how to use guns. I had one before I lost it.
Somewhere.
Actually, you know, that's a good point. Maybe...
The person who's lost multiple items.
Like, I don't know how to use guns, but I got range combat of agility 4.
I mean,
That's
I
not
can
bad.
use guns about as well as you can.
No.
Alright, why don't you take the gun?
All right, I'll take the gun.
You pick up the gun.
I have a
M4A3 service pistol. Bonus 2.
I see
One.
you immediately don't
Damage is
trust
1?
my new
Yes.
character.
Oh,
Each additional success
But I
beyond
also
the
have
first does
command.
more damage.
okay.
Although not
Range?
Medium.
not the talent, so I guess that wouldn't work. I was just wondering if we could have a command off.
Reloads?
Just what's there.
Yeah.
So when it runs out, you're out.
And it runs out when you roll a 1 on a stress die
Oh, good.
when you're firing it.
You're pretty good about it.
Not just randomly. You rolled a 1? Well, your gun's out of ammo now.
Well, I mean, technically mine ran out of ammo when I rolled a 1. on the stress
Well,
die.
Yeah, you
Well,
dropped
shoot
it.
Oh, yeah, that did it. It didn't run out of ammo. There's still ammo there. The gun's just
You
gone.
just don't know where it is.
Yeah.
In the future,
You, like,
guns
went to the-
run on confidence.
You're like, I went to the
There's
bathroom.
green
I think it
lantern.
might be in there. I don't.
I should backtrack.
Yeah. Spend some
I'll
time.
be,
myself.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go look for my gun. I think I dropped it in the toilet.
Anything else of note in here, or does it look like people have already searched and looted?
It looks pretty well picked through. You can even pick up on some relatively fresh footprints. There's various pools of blood and other liquids that now have boot imprints and whatnot in them, which lead you to believe that your companions did go this way moments earlier.
Is there an intercom?
Flip the page and check.
I believe so.
I don't think so.
In the housing area,
not
there is
close.
one on the top
Housing.
right.
In the area we are.
Should we intercom
Where
this
I
one?
am.
Oh yeah, all the way up north.
See if they're
Does this mean
alive,
she doesn't have a personal
Well,
agenda? It's just,
or if they've got
Exactly.
the job
Work on
done, or
this.
we
Okay.
can do that when we get. To
You
the-
basically get like, here's some background for the character. Go nuts.
cool.
Yep. You
I
also
guess-
don't have a personal item because you're a backup.
The intercom should be safe to use because
Yep.
it'll broadcast everywhere. If it's what we heard before. So it's not like we'd be drawing
No
the
gear, no
aliens to
personal
us.
item. Yeah.
There you go.
It's a valid
Yeah,
point.
they don't know where it's coming
That's a
from.
valid point. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I was going to say, like, let's not make noise, but if it's echoing everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point, I'm going to say you probably hear the burst of fire,
Oh, okay.
Sounds
a
like
horrendous
somebody-
screech coming from kind of above you, and then what is like clearly this burst of pressure, and then another screech that eventually dies off.
Let's go that way.
You mean the opposite way?
And you probably hear, "I will protect."
Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah. Well, running.
Yeah, I'm going to book it towards the sounds.
Okay, so you follow the path you know to get up a floor, heading to the staircase or ladder down here, walking past, or probably jogging or running past the terminal at this point.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm running behind you, saying, "Are you really sure we should be running towards that?"
If our friends are in danger, did I say friends? What does this mean?
That's
Our
what
one
analysis
friend,
is for.
Pause.
our one friend Hirsch.
Shouldn't we
The
be
one true
quiet
friend.
while we're
Stay there for
running?
5 minutes, think
we
about
should-
it, so you can do
We
analysis.
should probably do a stealth run. Yeah.
No,
attempt
I
to
don't
be
think
silent.
we can. I think it's one or the other.
It is
Are we
probably
running?
one of the other.
Yeah.
You
Well,
can,
then I'm running.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Because realistically, if we are hearing gunshots and screaming right now,
That's probably drawing more attention than we are.
yeah.
Probably.
Oh, you know.
So yeah,
You've got mail.
running in the direction of the screams.
Right.
And gunfire.
You make your way through the Carnal House and up the ladder. You see the airlock has just finished cycling
Okay.
moments earlier.
I'm just sitting there smoking a cigar.
You light it off.
I light it off of the.
McWhirr's
Very
flaming
acidic.
body.
Gives it a nice
different.
acid to it.
All right, so we can
Really
open up the airlock, go through, see them.
No, you make it up there, and the airlock has like cycled, but on your side of it,
Oh, okay.
standing there smoking the victory cigar.
Hirsch,
What the f-
best friend,
happened?
better than anyone else here. You all right?
There-
Where's McWhir?
I'm McWhirr.
Oh,
Right there. Right there. And I don't like them.
Where's Holroyd? Holroyd is who died.
no. For some reason my brain's like, where? Android. Okay, that's on the nose.
That makes sense.
Made too much
I
sense.
just point with the cigar
And there's
to the pile.
yeah,
Yeah, there's a human limbs underneath this alien figure.
Humanly.
Yeah. Humanoid?
and you look at it and go, "That's strangely erotic."
There's a machine gun down there if you want it.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
What happened? Where?
Did you just ambush you?
Robot.
God
Alien.
damn, I knew.
What?
Yes. I mean, I told you earlier when we were upstairs that it was probably a goddamn robot.
Okay.
Yeah. That part was obvious.
Yes.
The alien thing not as obvious.
Why would they have had a skin job on the colony?
It's standard procedure.
Okay, let's maybe have this conversation later and do.
Yes, we should
the contact
unlock
thing,
the
yeah.
shuttle.
Have you done that? I'm guessing you haven't been able to do that. Since
I mean,
It just happened. I lit a cigar. I'm taking my time.
Thinking is 5 minutes. That's what it's.
I'm just gonna sit here and banter with you.
Will you banter for 5 minutes with us? Actually, I would appreciate that a lot.
Right? Is that what we're doing? We're bantering, and I'm losing 2 stress. Is that what's
That sounds
happening
like a
right
wonderful
now?
plan.
okay.
Sounds great.
Is this a safe place?
In fact, I will hand over 3 stress reduction in total because it bleeds and you can kill it.
All right.
Only, well, I mean, it bleeds,
New
but
hope.
also it is killed. via
Found this
flames.
thing. Pretty cool for lighting cigars and those.
Is that how you killed it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, thank God.
Did it all by myself.
There's just this like backdrop of bullet holes and blood splashes.
I'll go over to the gun and pick it up, and it's like, oh, God damn it, it's empty.
If we can find some ammo for it, then it'll be useful. But
So I'd like to analyze this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spend some time looking
Is
at
the
it.
gun still in one piece?
2 of you
after
working
being
together on
armed?
Yeah,
this?
yeah, yeah.
A lot of
Okay.
I
blood?
don't know.
I'll try to find something long.
There's also
metal,
another
metallic
gun.
to kind of.
There's also another gun down
turn
here
it
that we
over.
didn't pick
And
up.
I'm trying to actually like wedge something in, and I'm trying to get that inner mouth out. I'm just trying to like.
I mean, I'm looking for a fire extinguisher, but also not sure about that plan of action.
I'd say you'd be able to find a fire extinguisher nearby. You're near like the northern airlock. I
Yeah.
would assume they would
I
bunch these
I
things
imagine
up.
there's a fire extinguisher right there. I'm still not sure about whether I should do it.
Have you heard or seen anyone else?
Nope.
There's more of these aliens.
Yes, I assume so.
Now, how many do we guess there were? At least 3?
We didn't guess anything. We were given that information after the game was over.
Look,
There's
we
more.
didn't leave any marks on any of them, so we didn't know if it was
these
just a
things
one. So
reproduce
at this point, we can assume there's only one
By-
unless someone has information.
implanting eggs in hosts.
Yeah, we
we
figured that
talked
out.
about the eggs.
I know, I was there, but however many colonists they took to implant, that's how many there are.
Well, where did they take them?
To a nest.
Okay, so where would the nest be?
I don't know. But
You have any guesses?
We saw the camera of
Well,
the
there was-
xenomorph
How
dragging
Dragging.
someone. Where was
how do you
that?
know there's a nest?
because these eggs don't just come, the eggs with the facehuggers, they don't just come from nowhere. A queen lays them. It's like
A
an
queen?
it's
You
like
don't know that.
What do I know? Because this is not.
So, you know that your company received a transmission, Ridley's transmission at the end of Alien, that they found something dangerous. So, your crew was sent here to go investigate. You know that the second group came back after encountering the crashed engineer ship. Don't know that name per se, but you know that there were hundreds of eggs there, and that they brought back a small number of them.
All right.
And you know all the eggs are definitely not accounted for at this point in time.
Okay. What I do know,
Is that?
I don't know anything about that queen. I just made that up. But
I mean, they're insects.
I
It
thought
makes
just-
sense.
It's a hypothesis.
I just assumed something
hypothesis.
lays eggs.
But
Okay.
there's a number of these eggs that these facehuggers come out of, and we brought some back and to study them,
That was coffee because
and not all of them are accounted for.
Yeah,
If-
your
if a
corporate
host-
your corporate partner was responsible for the rest of the eggs.
Yeah, my partner was corporate partner was responsible for the eggs.
Where?
Not your lover?
Important difference.
You know, this suddenly sounds really like I don't get why would you have a creature that lays eggs to create a thing that lays eggs to have a thing that creates the
I have
creature?
a hypothesis.
This seems inefficient.
I have a hypothesis.
Why wouldn't the main egg just create an
I
alien?
don't think
I
the
think
efficiency is really the question.
Look,
right
look.
I think it's very efficient. It's growing really fast.
Okay.
Right?
Hear me out. I have a hypothesis.
Oh,
I apparently don't know this for fact, though.
But theoretically,
These creatures,
I've seen the movie that
Yeah.
this is based on. That we're all...
these
I read the
creatures
novel.
that come out of the host are adapted to the life form that is the host. So they can survive in the environment that the host does.
and more.
So there could be more of these things, but like different.
Possibly, yes.
Good thing we didn't have a dog here.
Or a cat.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
But what we need to know is how we can best get out of here without dying.
The ship. My ship.
Then let's focus on that
I agree.
and discuss alien,
Biology?
yeah, we can discuss that later, maybe?
Sure.
When we're not
I agree.
here.
So can we get it unclamped? Can we get it free?
You're the pilot.
Well, I mean, that's,
Yeah.
that's what they were out for.
Oh, did you get it done? Your one job?
No!
So let's
We
get it done.
discussed this.
Alright, well let's do
Found a cool flamethrower. Got attacked.
Are we going to try to find
Robot.
that nest of people, or are we going to try to just get off?
I would...
Oh my.
I don't know. Is that what
Well,
we're doing in
I-
our 5 minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, because analysis.
Let me
Think
banter while we do this.
Are you? What's this?
Is that survival or
No, that
heavy
is-
machinery?
Depends.
Oh, manipulation. I didn't see that one. Okay.
Definitely
okay,
some
good.
mobility in there.
Manipulation for you, heavy machinery for me.
Stamina?
It depends on what
But,
your team is.
Don't need much stamp. Never mind.
What,
Yeah.
what about some piloting?
I don't know. It's all range combat for me, so...
All right. So yeah, where do we need to go to start the unclampingness?
Flip it if you actually want to see the map. So if you look at the overview,
Yeah.
you will see you've got to travel along the north wall. There is a gate in that north wall that you can go through.
The North Block.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, the north lock is where you're standing outside of at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got to go a little bit further north and then west, and you'll hit the north wall gate.
Oh, I see. Okay.
From there, all you got to do is either hoof it to the landing pad or try to make it to the air traffic control
You want to fight?
tower.
So really, what we still need is 2 teams. One to go to the control tower, and then another to get the ship ready.
Well, that's something that your pilot knows, is that the secure clamps here can be automatically unlocked as long as you have the proper clearance on site.
Would that be something I know?
I mean, your key card would allow you to do it. Depends on how much attention you were paying during landing. Probably.
I think she's a smart cookie. She's yeah.
I got with 5, of course, an observation of 2. I
Yeah.
know that.
You probably noticed that there was a clear, command console nearby the actual lockdown.
I just
Look.
don't bring it up.
Look, with my codes, we can just remotely unlock the ship
Well, let's go do that.
So we just need to get to the ship.
with me alive.
Yeah, I agree. Me too. We
With,
Everyone alive.
but she has your codes.
I do.
Oh shit!
But now we know this information, so we're good.
One gunshot later. Hey, you're playing West now.
Now I'm a little less stressed.
You're a little less stressed that you know Theodora is expendable
All right.
and not
So
vital.
So all we have left to do is see if we can find any other survivors.
Do we still want to do that?
I mean,
I feel we've searched.
any other survivors are
We've
probably
found survivors,
planted.
surviving aliens.
And
The
I
live
shot one
specimen
who
is
was still
technically
alive.
surviving.
That's
And-
not a live. You're not taking the live specimen. You're taking the dead one. We talked about this.
and any other surviving humans are probably implanted at this point.
Oh, is there any
So
way to save them once they've been implanted?
Oh God!
we have not found a way.
Can you surgically remove them?
I mean, the face hugger, from what I've heard,
What about the snake thing?
tends to choke the victim if you try to remove it.
Yeah, you
And-
probably would have witnessed that with the.
And
Playing Jacob or
removing the implanted embryo has proved not possible at this point, even surgically.
Okay. Well, at the very least, we can call over the intercom one more time before we leave.
Okay, I'm on board with that.
And give them 15
And
minutes.
why the
How
hell
long?
didn't I have the codes in my head?
No, it's just a key card. You've got your own.
That is
Access.
really
We can-
poor planning.
yeah, we
that
can
is
wait on
not
that.
secure at all.
We can wait on this.
Or at least it does not
Welcome to
secure.
Aliens.
Where's Mother though?
That does
Not
not
here.
secure
There's no
my
ship for Mother.
life. I needed a password that I could memorize.
1, 2,
That makes
3, 4.
So I'll call over the intercom.
2. Alien free.
You had a little. Had a
If
little
you're an
south-
alien, come down here so we can kill you.
Been
Put
calling
out a
about
little
your
call
wound
about,
key.
like, if there's anyone else out there still alive.
Okay.
You know, this is your chance to let us know.
Whether you're a big burly man or like a young child, like a newt, you're welcome to come be rescued.
But not an alien.
Sounds good.
No
Alien-
aliens allowed.
No,
If you're an
it's a-
alien, we're going to be throwing a cocktail shindig down in the mass housing in 30 minutes. Costumes required, so you probably want to start getting ready.
The guy who's not named Will was like, "Oh, sweet, I'm going."
Hey.
Or who was it? Bill? It was Bill's bar.
Bill's
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
Bill's
I
bar.
can't remember the guy's name. Who was it?
Billy,
Bill's bar?
technically, but
Billy's
Wes.
bar.
Wes is at
Wes.
Wes was at Billy's bar.
Would there be a way to have someone, like, kind of stand watch while a couple of you guys go and make sure the ship is ready to go?
Well, I guess I have to go get the ship ready.
Yeah. Me and
Oh.
the key card are staying right here.
I have an errand to run.
No, you don't.
It's very
Same on
important.
the ship, Singleton.
I gotta bring
to
out my socks if
Go
you
to
know what
the
I mean.
bathroom.
Doctor, if you're gonna try that, you could have at least said you would have stayed to watch. Well, then everybody left, and then you could have gone.
That's silly.
Do
I'm
not-
gonna stay and watch.
Do not give him ideas. Come on. I will stay with somebody who's armed.
That's not me. So
How about you three go on the ship and get it ready? You and I will stay here.
Oh.
With Wes.
I don't care. I don't like you either.
I don't like her either.
You want to give me your flamethrower, or you want to stay
It's
here?
my flamethrower.
Then you're staying here.
I mean,
You have the flamethrower. We have Wes. You can.
I'll think about it.
All right, so go into the ship.
I mean, you're sending us to the ship, and only he is armed.
Now, mind you, to actually unlock the ship, they're gonna need the key card.
Okay, I'll go unlock the ship and then come back out.
Okay, so group of 4 heading out.
There
and
is
then one will head
no.
back.
You just protect you.
I guess.
So I can't prepare very much, probably.
I mean, you're not sure if you actually need the key card to start the craft.
I mean,
Well, then why don't we
yeah.
all go to the ship?
And see
Yeah.
what needs to be done.
Yeah.
And then we can come back out and stand watch for other people while they get it ready.
Yeah, and
Okay.
we can stay in the ship, and you folk that are armed can, guard and stand watch for other people.
That's
not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we know,
There's a machine gun out there. If anyone wants to pick it
I
up,
picked it up, and
maybe-
it's empty.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just have to have
You're
confidence.
still armed. You can hit somebody with it.
Is it like a Gears of War gun, right? The chainsaw on it?
No.
Yes.
It does have a grenade launcher.
It's true, but it is somehow out of ammo.
All right, so
It was never loaded in the
We
first
go
place.
out the airlock.
Yep. And it's more of a pressure lock at this point,
Because
since you can breathe outside.
there is
It's just
breathable
Levels of-
atmosphere.
yeah, it's just less comfortable in terms of temperature and various other gas content. But you can breathe out there without any serious ill effects.
But so the ship is outside.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you look at the map, specifically the overview here, you can see you'll be leaving from this point, heading up to the gate, or potentially going all the way around. And then from there, you can just approach the open-air landing pad. If you remember Aliens,
Yeah.
it's the exact same landing pad.
when we move, we need to be quiet. We can't assume that none of the aliens are out here.
Agreed.
Who has the lowest mobility?
Probably me.
I believe it has been you.
Well, I technically have 4 agility, 2 mobility.
Well, then that's pretty
yeah,
high.
Yeah, with agility.
I got
Oh, okay.
4. I
Yeah,
got 4
before I was just
total,
looking at
so
I
I
have
think-
3 total.
I'm at 4 total.
3's the winner. You get to roll stealth for the group.
Because I lost that -2 because I killed the alien, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You do get to roll
Calm
stress
down a
with
little
that
bit.
if you have any.
I don't.
Oh.
No successes and 1-1, but not on a stress die.
All right.
I'm a
You're
newly
moving.
minted DC. I have no stress.
Were you the one saying we need to be stealthy?
Yeah.
Guys, we need to be really stealthy!
God damn it! I told you to stop making noise.
Quit stepping on the planks.
This is our stealthy song, stealthy song, stealthy song.
It's the classic bard playing music.
Yeah, you just tried bardic inspiration
I did.
to make us stealthy.
So,
Doesn't
question:
always
do we want to go through the hall, or do we just want to go around straight to the landing pad?
It would be actually through the wall. So it is a full-on like shield wall.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So if something were to crash or explode, the fuel on the landing pad per se, the rest of the colony would be safe from any debris, potential headwinds, etc. So,
That's fair.
yep.
Is there any access doors now?
Yes, there is the north gate door. It is a large gate designed to have vehicles drive through. At this point, it is slightly ajar, as if somebody has partially opened it and then the power cut out. So you can slip through pretty easily.
We will. I'm gonna have my gun out and paying attention though, because who the fuck else got out here?
Well, they had to get here somehow, right? I don't know when the power went out when they got here.
Well, when they brought theoretically, when they brought the eggs back from the site, would they have come through this gate wall?
Yeah, but the
Potentially.
power went out about
Probably.
an hour and a half before we got back.
Well, I mean, should we just...
Wasn't that when things got crazy? Because, like, the intercoms and stuff still work.
Theoretically, we could nip over to the air traffic control area, because I assume that's high enough we could get a lay of anything suspicious going on.
Or maybe find an egg. Is that what you're thinking?
Unless. So what's the plan? Who's going where?
Let's just get to the ship.
Yes, let's get the ship.
All right.
We can worry about anything else after that.
Yeah, you can see the modified Lockmart XL Star Cub resting on the landing pad. It can carry up to 20 people at a squeeze. However, it is currently securely clamped to the ground as a result of automatic lockdown procedures. And one of the clamps is completely blocking the access hatch to the ship. You know you're going to need to use the key card to actually disengage this clamp.
All right,
We'll go use the key card and disengage the clamp.
Yes, because apparently I
Give
agreed
it a
to
swipe.
hand it over.
Yeah. You were much more agreeable back then.
Didn't really have a choice.
I know you didn't. I said, give me your key card.
Because I've got this gun. Alright, you see the clamp disengage and slowly move back. There is a door, the access hatch to the shuttle itself, currently closed.
There's no way that one of these xenomorphs could have gotten into this thing before the clamp.
Right.
Or no, I guess if it's an emergency thing.
The only thing would be somebody got infected, hit it, and their body was still on the ship.
And this is where my chest burster.
I mean, that would be awful if that happened.
That would be awful. if that
Let's,
happened.
let's be cautious as we go in, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guns first.
Alright.
At least probably one gun behind.
I'll be in the back then.
I agree with that.
Hey, that means we're going first.
Maybe not
go
flamethrower first.
Flamethrowers should be first.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Key card.
And,
flame
I
card,
mean,
go.
This is our escape mechanism.
I mean, ships don't okay.
I agree.
Ship don't
Yeah.
like bullets either.
Incinerator inside of.
Would
the
you
vehicle?
rather be in front of me when I turn on my flamethrower?
No. But if you turn on the flamethrower inside of the escape vehicle, you might damage it, so it's no longer an escape vehicle.
If an alien is in there, we need to draw it out and use the flamethrower outside of the ship.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you want me to stay outside then?
No, I want you to be prepared to leave the ship and
Then
set
use
it
the
on fire outside. I'm asking you to do your job just one time.
This is not my job. I'm a fucking janitor.
He's just
You're-
an ex-marine.
You're the worst leader ever. That's why I hate you
I
so
agree.
much.
I mean,
You don't have to like me. You just have to stay alive.
I don't.
You don't.
And I have.
All right. Well, I'll at least open the
I'm like
door.
a fucking robot out there.
Alright. As you open the door,
Who
you
totally
find out-
didn't sacrifice their life for you.
Yeah, who
you
I
find
tried
out
to
that
save.
Your corporate partner Miranda and her team had been busy procuring some eggs. However, the coolant that had been used to keep them dormant ran out.
Oh
no.
There is a skittering sound as you see
Oh,
a
Jesus.
large number of face huggers heading your way.
Run!
Everybody, draw an initiative card.
Oh,
Back up and blast.
Yep.
Please.
I am just fucking booking it.
and for the record, I didn't just open it like this. Yeah.
Pop it from the side.
Oh,
I don't know which
There
one
you
you want. I was just trying to offer you all of them.
And then I will draw one for them, and we will see who's going first.
This is either good or bad. I'm not sure
Low
which.
is good.
Okay.
Oh.
Low
And I'm
is
good.
I feel better about my card.
I have a. Do we tell
have
our
better-
initiative?
Yep. So
Alright. I'm on a 6.
nice. 4,
The word gave
Nice.
me a 6.
10?
10. Nice. They've got an 8.
Okay.
3.
Do we just use the card or do we add?
Just the card.
So 4.
4. All right. We've got our
2,
orders.
3, 4,
6.
6, 8.
8.
10.
Yep.
So
What a leader.
Lead from behind, as you do.
flamethrower, then the 2 pilots run.
Yep. So you count a grand total of about 7 of these little buggers
Jesus Christ.
skittering out.
7?
Yeah.
Then you forget the orders
But
about.
is the incinerator a cone? Like, how does that work as an attack?
Is this a
I'll say
stress?
as you start pushing, yeah, this is definitely a stress point. Everybody roll a panic roll because, well, take a point of stress and make a panic roll because, oh god,
I rolled a 6.
You're keeping it together.
That's fine. Yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 1.
you're doing fine, buddy.
So I got a total of 4.
Yeah.
You're doing fine.
5. It's an 8.
Nate, nice.
I've had trembles like.
Yeah, you're shaky again because, oh god, there's more.
Yeah.
All right, up first.
I'm gonna use my flamethrower on him.
Should you really be flying?
Checks
if
out.
you're this
Yeah.
shaky?
Checks out.
Well, we weren't inside yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically,
literally, it was one of those things like we didn't know, so I just like opened
Opened the door
it.
and they came out, so
Yep.
there should be a good, clear,
Yeah.
3 stress.
non-ship area for him to blast.
Yep.
I mean, aren't they all in the ship?
They were all
coming out.
quickly scattering outside of the ship.
Oh,
So-
Have they gotten out yet, or we're just
Yes.
seeing them skittering?
Some of them have managed to get out.
Oh, good.
So you've got some clear, easy targets.
This is a lot like just spiders, like coming
3
out
yellow.
of a crypt.
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
This is fun.
yeah, this is fun.
Yep.
I'm running.
Basically, I'm going to run it with the simple. I'm running them as a health pool,
Okay.
and as you hit certain numbers, they will drop in effectiveness because you're toasting them.
Oh, that's a 6 on stress. Oh, that's a 1
on
on
a
stress.
stress.
Ooh,
And
okay.
6 on a stress.
flamethrowers don't work on ammo. They work on.
Power cells.
So
Power
4.
cells, yeah. So yeah.
4.
Oh yeah,
One
we
on a
need to have you make a power cell usage for the first time you flamethrower it, and now this time you flamethrower it.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Yeah. It won't stop this from happening. You
Okay.
should have enough by this point.
What do I have to roll for that?
You'll find your current value for it. If you don't have one,
I didn't have one because we just found it.
if you found it, then I'm going to say you probably found it at or near max. So I'll probably
thought it-
just
I
drop
thought you said
one
it-
off of it.
No, I have an.
Probably
It
3.
came with an intensity. It came with a damage level and a range. It didn't
That's
have-
what I remember as the damage.
I think he rolled for it, but I don't remember what he got.
I didn't roll for it at all. I don't think.
No.
I've only got intensity 9.
I don't know. We rolled
Is it
for other
something?
weapons we found.
Yeah. Or assumed it was like 1.
I'll find whatever max is and take 1 off of that because it was
Sure.
pre-owned, shall we say.
It's a late model flamethrower.
Is it a buy now, pay later though?
Got great tires.
No, it just has fire intensity. It doesn't run on power cells.
It's
When-
my torch.
When you roll a 1 on stress, it's out. Like everything else. Yep.
Okay.
So, how many successes did you get?
4.
Wow.
Cool. So you light 3 of them up, and they flip over like a hand, writhe and crunch up. So we are down to 4 remaining.
Who's next on initiative?
Me?
You.
Punch it.
No.
Bite it. As it's jumping at you, just open your mouth to bite it.
I'm probably like running back, getting out because I have nothing.
Okay.
I can do.
So you're starting to book it.
Do you have a knife? Or...
And I'm like stressed, and I'm like shaking.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you also need to, pilot the ship. So please don't die.
Okay.
Oh, if I die, you guys can't get off.
I mean,
Phrasing.
Quit saying that.
It won't stop me, is all I'm saying.
I mean, to be fair, I'm also a trained pilot.
Yeah, but I don't like. Okay.
I have God on my side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want you to.
But do
die.
you have anime? All right, Lance. I'm gonna say you need to make a mobility roll versus them
Okay.
to see if you can be safe this round, getting enough distance on them, or if they're going to be able to target you this round. That shouldn't be too hard to beat.
4, 5.
My dice rolling skills remain roughly the same as last time.
But I can panic more.
Yeah.
True, you can panic more.
And then you freeze.
I can panic more.
Is panic a free action?
Yeah.
I have no successes.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Holy
bad.
shit.
They got one success, so you will still be on the target.
I could push.
You could push.
Be reckless.
What are you doing to
Can
push?
I push my ones?
I think it's got to. You can keep your successes, but you have to push everything else.
Well, I mean, because I have a 1 on a stress stat, I wonder if I actually have to keep that, or if I cannot push anymore
Well, let's find out.
because I've
Start the search procedure.
but otherwise it's
Do pushing. That
no
should get there.
bueno.
Page 60.
It'd be no bueno if it was.
Page 61.
Oh well, I mean, I rolled another 1 on my stress die on the second time,
Hey.
anyways. So
Okay.
Did you get any successes at least?
1.
Better than none.
There's stress. There's panic. Where's pushing? NPCs and pushing.
I probably dodged like the first, and then
Trip into another one.
trip into another one for my push.
There's panic. Yes. Okay.
How do you panic? Hysterical slapping.
Hey, if it works for you. Okay. This means you grab all dice that didn't get a success and roll them again.
Okay.
So yeah, you can re-roll all of your...
Well, I still roll the 1 on the
On one of them.
stress.
Yep.
Oh, that's max.
Where we at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12.
12. You scream. You scream your lungs out for one full round, losing your next slow action. Your stress level is decreased by 1, but every friendly character who hears your scream must immediately make a panic roll.
Question:
Yes.
do I scream for very long? Because I only have 1 success.
What do you mean?
A face hugger might be
Oh,
grabbing me.
I mean, we'll find out.
Yeah.
They have to successfully attack you.
Well,
But,
what about that?
oh, it's
I'm
the
good.
cutest.
I stole.
Yep.
She's like, no.
It's like, where the fuck am I?
Look at all these people. We got to get you adjusted to people, little one. Yeah.
So everybody gets to panic roll.
Yep.
So
Everybody gets to make
It's
a
panic
panic.
roll,
that,
not
you're screaming.
added stress, right?
Yes.
Yep. Just a new panic roll.
I got
I'm
a
good.
2.
I got
You're good.
I'm
Yeah,
good.
again,
I
roll
got
6.
5.
Still good. All right. Yep. So, moving on from Lance at this point. Who's up next?
That would be me.
All right.
I am also running.
Okay. Then give me that mobility. I'll see what they end up rolling.
One success allow me to avoid.
When they get their turn, I'll
Yeah,
let
they
you know.
haven't technically done anything yet.
I got
that's right.
4 successes.
You're good. You're booking it.
I am apparently very good at running.
Yep.
Yeah, take turns.
Get the little hellos.
You've at least
Soft.
Okay.
smelled me like 3 times.
What was your number?
4.
4? Okay. Judson, I think we're on to you because you had 6.
I'm 6.
Yep.
How many of them are still?
There's still 4 of them visible at this point.
And now you're distracted.
However, at least 2 people have booked it. So if I
Yep.
stood here, standing here, I would be an easier target, I assume.
One has definitely chased after Lance's character.
Okay.
And is like
Singleton.
is the slow-mo of action is going, it's like leaping off the ground at this
Okay,
point.
so I assume there's space underneath this ship where like the landing.
It's
Okay.
got the landing gear and whatnot.
So theoretically, if I had just swung open the door and I'm next to it and I see these things, I think my gut reaction would have been to like ducking, like run under the ship in the opposite direction from
Okay.
where they're all coming out.
And go, oh yes, now I can analyze.
I'm not thinking that at all yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just running?
Yeah, I'm just running, but underneath the ship.
Give me a mobility roll. We'll see if you can outrun the one that spots you and heads your way.
Spots me.
Yep.
All right, I've already forgotten how to play. So it's
So it's the
so I
you'll
got
use
6.
agility. Yep. That's
So I
how many
roll-
dice you'll roll.
6, and
Yep.
then
You will add your current stress level worth of stress dice,
okay,
and then you're looking for 6s. If any of your stress dice produce a 1, you
1
panic.
produced a 1, and then 1 success, and then another success for
Yes.
stress.
Yep.
So 2 successes and 1 on stress.
So gain another point of stress.
Yeah.
Roll a d6 and add your current stress level to it.
Woo, 8.
Nice. You start the trembles.
Oh boy!
It's going to be a little bit harder to run at this point.
down to agility. Is that correct?
Yep. But you have managed to outpace the facehugger behind you.
Oh, good.
Yep.
I'm just screaming the whole time.
And now we'll see exactly how long that scream lasts.
I assume it's a full 5-minute cycle. It's just yeah.
Just enough to analyze that.
Yep. Enough to figure out what's happening.
May I picture
Okay.
it?
Oh, sure.
Ooh, okay. Da, 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 da. This is kind of perfect for the attack. A tail grapple. The facehugger leaps, catching its victim from behind, its tail whipping violently. Roll a d6, please.
5.
5. Facehugger wraps its tail around the target's neck, choking them.
Oh no!
They suffer the effects of drowning and must make another panic roll.
6.
For a
So-
total of...
Another 12, right? 1, 2, 4.
Alright, I'm bumping that up.
Oh, no, because it would be 11 now because I went down 1. Or do I have to go up 1 for making a panic roll?
No.
Didn't
so
you go up
11.
one from getting choked?
No. It just says make the roll.
Okay.
Yeah, so an 11.
11? Cool. You're looking for cover. Almost obviously at this point. You're allowed to make a retreat roll if you have an enemy in engaged range, but otherwise your full focus is on trying to get to a safe point. Going to be a little difficult at this point,
'Cause
admittedly.
How do I find cover from something that's on my neck?
Yep. We've got one chasing after you. We've got one chasing after you. We've got one chasing after you. Those two aren't going to catch up to you. Yours is going to get a chance. It is 2. Skittering Menace.
What do I need to do to roll mobility, correct?
Yep. Not for this one, actually.
Okay.
That was just if you were running.
Okay.
So you see the facehuggers have kind of spilled out and gone different directions, and one of them, despite not having any eyes, seems to turn and almost look, in quotes, at you and lock eyes. And it just starts skittering straight towards you. Gain 1 point of stress and immediately make a panic roll. And then it will be your turn.
I rolled a 1 on the panic roll.
But-
So do I just add that to my stress?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 3.
3. You're still good.
Apparently I don't panic very much, guys.
I'm in
It's a
panic.
little suspicious, actually.
Yeah,
Be
it's
a
the
metal
opposite
robot. I
of,
didn't
it's
know that.
opposite of real life, but that's okay. I'm gonna shoot it. So
Again, McMurder.
I
I
have
think
a
it's
gun
2 on the
and-
nose that this is a
Right.
sin.
Yeah,
so it's it's agility and range combat, right?
Yep.
And then my
Take your
stress.
shot.
Which I'd be doing even worse at now because I still have the trump.
I got
Well,
1
shaky.
success.
So that is enough to hit them. Their armor does not protect them.
It's 3 damage.
Okay. And it is not close enough for the acid splash, but it
Okay.
will be soon. Alright. And base 3 damage, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Okay, yeah. You line that up, pop it, and it just bursts. It
Good.
is blood. We're down to 3.
I know, I was going to help you, and then I had to protect myself first, so...
All right, top of the round.
As I'm probably still trying to scream, but you know.
Do we use the same initiative card, or do we draw a new one?
Same one.
Okay. Yeah, baby.
Keep firing my
Laser.
my laser.
Back to the early 2000s, late 90s internet.
I'm a firing of my laser.
What even were memes back
It was
Or success.
knowyourmeme.com.
then? Nice.
or-
All right.
Badger, Badger. Mushroom.
I'm assuming you're going
That was
for
the
one of the
memes.
two that are doing chasing.
Yes.
Albino
Okay.
Flash.
No, he's for the one
That guy was the one
Yeah.
wrapped around his neck.
From a position point of view, I'm going to say you fry the one that was going after Lilith. Just because of distance and whatnot, it would make sense. Since you're going under, there's still one
Hirsch.
chasing after you.
We were buddies.
Yeah, well, the robot was his buddy
It's a
too.
one-sided
so.
friendship.
Yeah.
You're going to need 5 minutes to analyze what that means.
Yeah, I've got a lot to analyze.
All right, up next.
Do I go for cover or do I actually try to get this off before going for cover?
Quit saying get this off.
Let's find out what drowning means.
Maybe that'll help. Like,
I don't think so. I'm
maybe it'll start like.
I'm going to take a
blood flow.
swing in the dark here and say it's probably not going to help. All right. You will need to make a stamina roll for every round.
Stamina just to like survive or to try to like get this off.
Let me finish reading. We'll find out in a moment. If you fail, you suffer 1 point of damage. If you are broken when drowning, you must also make a death roll. Side thing. Unless you die or somebody saves you with a med roll. Okay, so stuff that goes on there.
So I have 1 success on my drowning roll.
It is weird that they say drowning and not suffocation, which is specifically underneath that.
My lungs are filling up with fluid.
You got 1 success then?
1 success.
Yeah, you're good. You still have enough air to do what you need to do at this point, but yeah, it's trying to choke you out.
Is this like close combat?
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Oh, was
We'll
that
say
drowning
oppose?
supposed to be with stress dice?
Yes, because you're making a stamina roll, so your panic is definitely...
2, 4, 5, so...
I would assume. It does not say not to.
That's
Hey.
extra successes, but I panic more.
Well, roll that panic. Get that 1 point of stress and roll that panic again.
I mean, obviously I'm panicking more, so 2, 4, 6, 10.
10. You freeze. You're frozen by fear or stress for 1 round.
Oh, yay.
Like
Your
one whole
stress,
one?
your stress level increases, and the stress level of all friendly PCs in short range of you increases by 1.
So do I just die because I can't unchoke myself anymore?
No, you still make the rolls. You're just being choked out. You're just like freaking out, not sure what to
Okay.
do.
And so basically,
I
they,
just-
they can't do
So-
anything next turn. Is
Yeah.
That, yeah.
Everybody's in close range of.
Next turn,
No,
or is it
I-
4 or 5 minutes?
You have booked it. You have booked it. I would assume the two of you are
We're
probably
probably-
close enough because you tried to get away and weren't able to.
Is it for 5 minutes, or is it just for...
No, just your next
initiative?
turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, through the initiative round.
Yeah, for 1 round. Yeah.
Because I thought a round was the 5 minutes.
God, that is confusing.
That, yeah, I
It's
was confused
confusing
but
because of the terminology.
Yeah.
we're used
Because,
to D&D.
how much of it is supposed to be stuff in combat versus not stuff in combat?
Mhm.
I mean, if you were screaming for a full round, though, that's,
Yeah, 5
yeah,
minutes.
that's a long
that's
time
a
to
lot of
scream.
screams.
Yeah, I'm assuming that means combat round.
Yeah.
For that one. Yeah, so your
I
next
mean,
round
if you're
just-
not in combat, 5 minutes of screaming does make sense in
Yeah.
this game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's not going to last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, so is it Liv?
I believe
Me.
so.
Yes.
Yeah. You're up.
Okay. My analytical mind kicks in, and I realize that the ship is clear now, and I can just jump in and fly away. So I'm going for the ship.
All right, give me a mobility.
The other clamps are still on, aren't they?
No, you've disabled the clamps.
We
They are
disabled
all in
the
one.
The one.
They are all in
Oh,
one.
ones.
Yep, they are a linked system.
Well,
Doesn't she need a key card to like turn the ship on and
We'll
shit?
see.
It's going to take time to turn it on anyways. Yeah. It takes a while to get that engine going.
Okay, one success and a 1 on the stress die.
Ooh, nice. We'll roll your panic with that extra level of stress. The 1 success. Let's see if that is.
Nope.
I mean, you don't have much.
3,
coming after you.
so
Hold on. Yeah. Don't mind me.
yeah.
Nothing's happening. Just checking other numbers for no reason. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So you're booking it towards the ship. You had how many successes?
1.
1? Okay. You're trying to make some distance. You had booked it a good bit of distance back. Facehugger got taken care of. Starting to run back. And as you're running, you start to hear other heavy footprints behind you.
Oh shit.
You turn and look, and you see 3 xenomorph aliens, drones, making their way towards the landing pad at this point.
Jesus.
Well, this is where we all die.
One of them looks severely injured.
Nice. The one I didn't kill.
Yep.
I know you.
The other 2 look pretty fresh. One looks like it's just enjoyed a beer at Billy's bar. Alright.
Was a little spooked, but it's recovered.
Yeah, I got there and was
You
like,
do.
what the hell's this party I heard about?
So is it onto me, or did Lilith do...
Running for the ship.
Running
Yep.
for the ship? Okay.
Yeah, you are effectively on board the ship at this point.
Okay.
I'm basically just trying to like loop around back to them and back to the ship.
So is your goal to... What's your primary focus? To get into the ship? Or to try to keep the facehugger off the ship, away from other people?
Oh, just
What's
away
the
from
goal?
me. I've been
Away from you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just basically trying to run around and avoid this thing as it's scurrying.
Sounds good. Give
Like
me...
I have a gun, but in my brain there's
Yep.
no.
There's
It's
no
panic mode.
Yeah, there's no.
You have no training.
Yeah, no, not at all.
You weren't trained for this.
So do I roll mobility?
Yep.
Okay.
And you are trembling, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you bastard. Yeah, I am. Oh no.
You're going to need at least 2 successes.
All right, I got 3 successes and no failures.
Nice. All right, yeah, you're doing good. Apparently, you did cardio at some point in your life, and it stuck with you.
I did adrenaline.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
You panic well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Panic under pressure.
You're able
Grace
to kind
under
of
panic.
loop it for a little bit.
Okay.
It loses track of you,
Yeah.
and you now feel like, all right, I can probably make a beeline to the ship. and
I
get
basically,
relative.
there's one of the landing gear. I run behind it and I stop and then I turn around and I run the other way.
Yeah.
Get in your
Classic.
sprinting position. Somebody shoot so I can run. Okay.
All right. Down to what, like 2 of them left? The one after you.
The
and
one
then the
on
one
me.
on you. Yeah. That works out pretty well.
One after who?
It was after
Oh, I
Judson.
see. And
Yeah.
then-
Who is now free to choose, we'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. Congratulations. You got another one heading towards you.
That's cool. I gotta go.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
First-
And also 3 drones.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. First, the one that is currently choking out Lance.
I'd like
Well,
to be able
Lance's
to
character,
shoot
I
that before.
That poor single
sta-
thing. It's like she
stab
got
it.
singled out.
I know.
I'd like to stab it before it kills. my
At this
friend.
point, it's
I
choking
know.
my
If you
ass.
stab it, then acid gets all over me.
What am I supposed
Which
to do?
is
Save
which,
your ass.
which is better?
Oh no!
Look, I think we
That's
we let them be, and we see if we can maybe help them out
I don't.
on the ship.
I don't think.
Yeah. Put me on the
I
ship.
don't
And-
think
and put
anyone
me
here.
under.
We make sure we
understands my
keep them
full
alive.
And
thing.
then you
Yeah.
get a live specimen.
I wasn't even thinking that. No. I'm just thinking about you.
Okay, Lance,
Leave it.
make a close combat roll.
Oh, I can't because I'm
Frozen.
Make a close combat roll.
I
We'll
didn't think it's for your combat.
we'll say lose 2 dice on it because you are frozen in fear, making it kind of hard to fight back.
I mean, you do got a lot of stress, so I wouldn't worry too much. Drop one.
Oh, another
more
panic dice.
Oh yay!
More panic.
One success.
Maybe you scream into the face hugger and it,
That just makes it easier. Come on.
It's like screaming into a pillow.
yeah.
Yeah. Effectively, you get embraced by it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
2,
Wait.
3, 4, 5,
Is it a
6,
good
7,
thing?
8.
Yeah, none in the mouth.
Number 11.
Just,
yeah.
just a nice.
An 11.
Just a body hugger now.
I can't remember what that was before.
Yep. So on this
Frozen
turn,
again.
anybody else who can see notices it basically moves from like behind him and then just wraps around to the face at this point.
Fuck.
Yep.
You are now in
Don't worry.
Birth.
I
And we're
got this.
playing Vampire the Masquerade.
We still got Wes.
I got this.
Another 11 though on my panic. So
Yeah, you're having a rough day.
Scream again.
that's the Frozen.
It's okay.
11
We got
is
a
seat
spare.
cover.
I'll take care of it.
Oh, is
Yeah.
the 11 seat cover?
Yep. However, your next turn being frozen, you're not going to be doing much.
Can I sing?
Your
Try to
stress
cover
level, I'd say, would go down by 1, but with everything going on, no, it's
Can-
staying where it is.
Can I say let it go? Just
Let it go. Let it go.
Let me go. Let me go.
You open your mouth to do that, and
that's why I'm screaming.
Right, the one going after McWeir is also jumping towards you. Make a close combat roll.
Can I just shoot it? Okay.
On your
Maybe.
turn.
I'd like to just shoot it now.
Okay. Gotta figure out how this goes for you. Are you successful?
Fuck if I know. Nope.
No
0 successes, 0 failures.
You can try to push
Okay.
it.
Who
Should
we...
I try to push it?
I mean, it's trying to...
I would try. I'm gonna try to push it. What do I do?
Add 1 stress.
Yeah,
Add
add
one
one
stress.
stress. Add the new stress die to the rolls as well.
and you got to say how you do it.
Yeah, you
What
gotta
makes
say
it
what's different about
So
this.
I take a shot, well, let's see. I zig one way and then I zag the other. How about that?
Okay, so you're like diving, you're
Diving
hitting for the
and then,
ground or
like,
something.
Yeah.
The adrenaline kicks in.
Just
There you
TFO,
go.
much better. 3, 4 successes, none on stress, or no ones on stress die.
Nice. Yeah, okay,
4
so
success.
it jumps for you.
Fuck you.
You bring your arm up, block it, knock it to the ground. Yep.
Yeah.
You can see it's going to be ready to try to skitter back up and jump on you next turn, but you'll have a moment. At this point, you see the drones are closing distance on the lot of you. They will be here next turn.
Just run into the ship.
You're up. Drones drew initiative 9. Just for you to know.
Yeah, it
Because
only affects you, really.
theoretically, Lilith's in the ship. I probably darn near being in the ship.
How dead is
You can make a run.
I
for
was
it.
in front of everyone, but I haven't really moved. I've just been
Same.
lighting these things
You're
up.
Yeah.
you're pretty close to the door. You can
I
get in
feel like
on
I'm
your
also
turn.
pretty close. I have
Yep.
neither of us.
I mean, you're
Exactly.
at initiative 10, so doesn't it start over?
after me.
After her turn.
Well, that's what I'm saying. She would need to run into the ship now,
Now,
Yeah.
Yeah.
before the,
for us to all be in and close the door without leaving anyone behind.
How dead is
Well,
You don't know.
We'll
That's the
see.
problem.
It's embracing me.
Like it just moved around to give him the titular face hug. At what process?
Has
Part
it
of the process
Frenched
this
me
is
yet?
in.
Gotta imagine it's
Unknown.
gonna take a second to inject his mouth with some loving.
Oh. I mean that's
That's
what
in
they
the
were.
original script,
Yeah.
actually. It's-
That's how H.R. Giger
Yeah.
described it.
I'm so uncomfortable right now.
That was the design from Alien.
that was the point.
Yeah, they were
Everything
trying
was
to
very
get
phallic.
they were trying to get the male audiences to have the same potential, like
Oh,
fear of
but-
birth.
Yes, however,
And
like,
fear of rape.
you know
And
what
fear
it
of
does
rape,
to wit.
yeah.
Okay, it's fine. It's
Yep,
fine.
yep,
That's always secondary.
Yep.
It's uncomfortable.
Okay, as the only person at this table who's given birth, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't know.
I'm sorry, have you given birth before, Judson?
You don't know. You weren't
that's
there.
fair.
Not as far
I
as you
don't
know.
know.
Are you? What are you doing?
Yes, what are you?
So
Command,
during
are you
your
gonna
action,
command someone?
Because
Yeah, I was gonna say you're a leader. What are you gonna command?
during your turn, you have both fast and slow actions. Fast actions can be things like running. However, in that case, you cannot be engaged with an enemy. In this case, you are. Your slow action can be to shoot a firearm. So if you
Okay.
wanted to, you could try to shoot this thing and then run.
Okay.
That would check out.
Yeah, let's do it. Because I have to get rid of the one on me before I can do anything for Singleton.
Yep.
We're gonna save survivors. See you, Singleton.
And that's what I'm trying not to do. You know?
I think we should try to save Singleton. I think
I think you guys should.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll pilot the ship while you're doing that.
3 successes, 2 on stress die.
Oh.
All right. 3 is definitely enough to shoot this thing. We will see if its armor defends it. Like a zit. Yep. You basically had thrown it down with your gun hand, and it just was that perfect smooth motion.
I'm the
You
commander,
just
so I
aim
get to do
at
this
it.
cool roll throw.
Yep.
Way cooler than I'll ever be in real life. But that is 2 1s on my stress die.
Okay,
Oh,
that is a extra point of stress, and roll that stress die. Add your current stress to it.
6.
You're still keeping it together.
You're fine.
Literally, barely at this point.
Literally a replicant.
Checks out.
Oh, yeah.
Just a fucking boss, I guess.
And for your fast action,
Run and scream at Singleton at the same time.
Okay.
Towards the ship.
Him?
Come on, let's go!
I'm
'Cause-
frozen.
He can't do anything.
because which one of you is Singleton? You're a Singleton. Okay, good. Yeah,
He's got a face hugger on him.
yeah.
You're like, hey, come on!
It's either-
Singleton's just like...
Quit dancing like an asshole! Let's go!
So
Walk it off!
what I'm hoping to do is like orient him towards my voice so he
Yeah.
knows which direction to run.
So-
but
for those of us who grew up in the '90s watching TV, remember the episode where Joey had a turkey on his head? That's basically what we've got going on here. Honestly, put some sunglasses on, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I told them to run. They'll run, right?
You told them, ah!
That was actually a command. Now you have to do it.
No, I don't. 'Cause I don't work for her. She's not my boss.
Oh, well, yeah.
She's not my boss.
Technically, you are more Wayland Yutani, but you are part of this org, so.
I am a sleeper agent. She's not my boss.
well, then I'm definitely running towards the ship.
Yeah, it's you look
You
at it as
yelled
kind of
at
that
him.
moment of like,
I did.
what
Yeah,
can
you
do?
yelled
What
at
the
him.
fuck am
What
I
more
s-
can you do?
Well,
Yeah.
what the fuck am I supposed to do?
All right, so that brings us back to the top of the round and the big question: what you doing?
Am I within reaching distance of Singleton? I think we're pretty close. I don't think we're too
No,
far.
He tried to book
Yeah,
it.
he tried to.
But I was ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
You tried to book it in the opposite direction of the ship? Or towards the ship?
Opposite direction of the ship,
opposite.
so he
Oh.
ran past you.
Right, like back to
Because
the
I
north
ran
gate.
away
Yeah.
from the face off.
Hence my problem.
No,
Yeah,
it's
so-
not really.
So funny enough, you were closer to the other
Xenomorphs.
than anybody else at this point.
Yep.
Oh, which means you're safe from the xenomorphs compared to the rest of us.
Yeah,
Lucky
'cause
bastard.
I already have the face on it. They
Yeah,
won't do anything to me.
Yeah,
they
probably
don't
not.
mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They'll just drag my body.
Could you get to him? Yes.
But that would get rid of my fast action, right?
Yeah, that would be your fast action to get over to him. Trying to remove that thing from him, I'm going to say, is probably going to be your slow action.
Or,
And there's-
light him up.
3
Yeah.
drones coming that you might want to...
That will get within range and act
I know.
this turn.
I was hoping you were close enough because I still have my cutting torch.
Oh.
That's true.
And I was going to use that to get it off your
get it
face
off.
and then book it back towards the ship.
Yeah, there you go.
I
But-
plan on...
Can
I
you-
don't have that.
I plan on closing the door on my initiative, so...
I'm your buddy.
That's why I'm saying, like, come on, we gotta get out of here.
If you grabbed me and not tried to get it off. that
Quit
would-
saying that!
Then that's
Look.
just rude.
Look, we need you to grab Lance, but don't get him off, whatever you do.
Trust me, you don't want to do that.
Don't worry about it. The face hugger is already choking up.
Ah, he must be a robot too. Look at all this milk.
The face hugger's already doing the job.
Oh,
Game over.
Game over, man.
that's it. We're calling it.
Even the drums are like, all right.
I've never
Alright,
seen
Kyle
an alien
won this
vomit
one.
before, but if you wanted to, I would say you would be able to grab him and drag him into the ship. If
I have to make some sort of mobility roll. I
you
assume.
make the mobility,
I got shit in agility.
Yeah.
that would be the catch I'd lean on to. That being said, you have a story point, which I believe can be used for some fun and prizes.
Well, let's use
What
it.
I am.
All
I
right.
know, right?
Talking about awarding them. Yes. Story points belong to players, not PCs. Players keep story points between scenarios. Yeah, but what do they do?
They sound cool.
Are they just like inspiration?
Here we go. In cinematic play, you can spend a story point to get 1 automatic success in a die roll. You can spend story point after a failed roll, or even after a successful roll, in order to get an extra. Now, reading this literally, it does not say it has to be spent on your roll. It is a story point, so it is your way of maneuvering the story how you see fit.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
Yep.
So let's use it before Lilith gets a chance to.
No, only I can use it. But
Yeah,
I
you
can-
get to pull the trigger, but you can use it for other people,
Yeah.
should you so desire.
Well, let's see. What does my thing say?
It's a big moment. What you doing?
We need the pilot to get out of here.
You don't know she's a pilot. I don't think you've mentioned that out loud.
I have mentioned that.
Yeah, she
out
said
loud.
it out
Okay.
loud.
She did,
So you know that much.
but it doesn't mean I trust her.
That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you
Sounds
see
like
the
problem,
3 drones coming at it.
I guess if you just grab me and try to cutting torch it, in a
Yeah.
moment.
Yeah. Go for it.
Literally, what's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, technically we can't have this conversation, so whatever you
Yeah.
do, we...
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the frozen time.
I'm grabbing him and bringing him onto the ship.
What a
Alright,
pal.
make that
Nice.
mobility roll.
Nice.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, I don't have
I
it.
don't think you're my rival anymore.
Yeah, I think you've officially erased that.
Although, I only pretended to hate you.
Yeah, it's
Because
I can't use the point to change the fiction any, can I?
No, it is specifically only to add successes to dice rolls.
Turns out we were in a VR simulation.
oh,
You were all dreaming.
Hirsch wakes up.
No successes.
That one is.
I did not roll that. I only roll these. I'm gonna push
If
it.
there's ever a time
Push.
to
Push it. Dun,
Push.
dun,
Push it
dun.
real
So-
good.
If you're pushing this, what are you doing to push it? Because I can see you, like, the obvious answer to me is you jettison the flamethrower.
Kiss my cross.
That's fair. Yep. Burn that
Jesus, take the wheel.
I start to grab him, but he's still kind of frozen.
Just grab him by the hugger.
right by the hugger.
Is the hugger now like my bridle?
2 success, none on the die. The
No one.
2 success is good. All right. Let's see about those chasing you.
For the record, I'm in the doorway, like.
No, you're not
Right.
in the doorway yet.
Oh well, I'm
No,
on my
no,
way
you-
to be.
you moved
Yeah,
on your
I-
turn.
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in the.
She didn't go
doorway
for him.
helping
I'm
Shot and then ran.
in the process
was the last
of
turn.
going.
Yeah.
to help usher them onto the thing, and we'll handle that once you're on the ship.
Don't worry, we'll have an alien when we're in cryosleep.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Haven't seen any of the movies, so sure, okay.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. One of the drones is going to be able to catch up, but just one.
What is their initiative?
9.
9.
But they get an action during his turn?
No, just in terms of pacing. So
Okay.
one of them will hit the ship this turn,
Gotcha.
effectively.
So they can be stopped before
Yes.
it gets to their turn.
All right. But yeah, you've managed to grab Singleton, drag them basically
the door.
through the threshold of the shuttle.
God damn it.
And I shuffle you two on, and then Are we still in combat?
Well,
We're
you
still
go
going.
after the drones,
we
though,
still have-
so
yeah.
So
you don't have a movement until
at this
they go.
point,
That's right.
you're
Until-
technically up. Is
Choking.
this an actual round of yours, or is this a panic round of yours?
You can still.
This is the frozen one.
This is your
Yeah, this is
frozen
another
round?
frozen.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you're just...
Do I have to make a stamina roll now?
yes, because you're still drowning, technically.
With all the panic dice? 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8.
But those are all chances for successes.
One more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So not.
But the catch is, if you 15 or higher on panic, then you just drop out.
Oh, 3 successes.
Oh, good. Any
No.
panic?
No.
Very nice.
See?
Okay, yeah.
And 2 of those were
They're all
on
rolled
panic
3.
die. Yeah.
You're doing okay.
Yeah.
Breathing wise.
You're just keeping calm.
Stays
Just
at
getting enough,
Stays
like,
in.
the tail out to
You
just...
might have put the rest of it.
Oh no, yeah.
All right.
So is anybody still holding on to Singleton?
Yes.
I
mean,
assume.
Yeah, I would say it's still being held on to by Hirsch.
At
Can-
least Hirsch, if not me.
Can
Yeah. What you planning on doing? What's your thought process here?
Are you trying to, like, Sparta kick me off the ship?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of figure these out. I would say you could, but you'd be basically rolling against,
Hirsch.
the ex-marine with help. Well, no, you're frozen,
Can I-
so I'd say no help.
I'm not frozen anymore, right?
No, you're still.
You're frozen for this round,
Yeah.
Yeah.
effectively. But yeah. So you'd be more so going up against Hirsch, in terms of
Because I'd love to, like, grab her foot. Just...
difficulty there.
All right.
You'd
Combat
also
with
be
me.
blind.
All right. How about this? Can I like curb stomp the face hugger, spilling acid and effectively killing him? And it.
No, that comes down to an actual
face
attack.
hugger?
Yeah. I'm
Like you
close
can
enough.
make an attack, yes.
To also curb stomp, I would have to be on the floor.
And on a curb.
You're trying to, like, face kick my face.
Face kick the face and the face hugger.
Okay. Is there some blunt object I can grab?
Yeah, I'd say you've got some improvised weapon you could use.
Okay. So I want to attack the face hugger,
Okay.
potentially killing him. Hopefully.
Well, we don't know this. We're just watching, and then
I know.
And then it
And then I'm
happens.
going to react.
Yep. Guns will be drawn, possibly
worry.
shot.
I wanted you all dead, too.
I didn't even care about you. I had no feelings.
I pretended to like everyone, too. Or hate.
But you secretly wanted us all dead.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is close
This
combat.
outbreak is not
Close
allowed
combat, yes.
to be leaked. Even
With
if that
panic.
means putting an end to your friends that try to escape.
So I want this to go off.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
So
asleep right
Yeah.
now.
two
one.
successes on the dice,
Way, Lieutenant.
plus
Okay.
my story point. So
Okay.
3 successes.
Successes. Cool.
I was just
I-
split in our crew.
So that will
That's
be
fine.
effectively 3 damage done, which means I get to add 3 more dice to the acid splash.
Which is why
So-
I knew she was a robot, because the robot wasn't telling her.
Here's the scene that unfolds.
Because that acid splash would be all of them.
Everyone.
I haven't gotten in yet.
Yeah, you're not on yet.
I'm just going to have to say
For the record,
For the record.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna say McWeir probably was a little bit closer since
Yeah.
didn't need to drag somebody, so you're a little further into the ship.
Yeah.
So out of range of this. So we have 3 people potentially targeted by this. That is 1 success, so 1 point of damage around to everyone.
Oh shit! I'm never gonna make it. I got 2 health.
Oh boy.
Are you down to 1 or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
because
I
one is immediate.
We feel
right?
so bad.
Oh no.
Does their acid have a recurring or is it just a one-off?
It's just a one-off.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It can be rough.
one-time scenario.
But you do manage to skewer the facehugger. It is dead.
What about Singleton?
He's not dead.
No, I'm not.
Unless you're at 0 hit points.
No, I'm at 3.
Yeah. You're good. So
Just like we drew it up.
you have actually successfully killed this thing.
And-
Whether you meant to or not.
No, I meant to.
Yep. You're just hoping for extra.
All right. Do I have any other actions left?
That is your slow action. Fast actions can be things like running, moving.
But
getting
can I
up,
do a fast
drawing.
action?
Yeah, you get a slow and a fast.
Okay.
I
So
guess your fast would be grabbing a weapon.
okay,
Correct.
that's fair.
Good, because I don't want her to do anything else.
Well, I was going to jump in the pilot seat and take off.
True.
Is
Okay.
the door shut then?
No,
Not yet.
I was gonna
Everybody is now officially on board, though.
Yeah.
Well, almost.
Yeah. So is it?
We're up to you, I think.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
am hopping in,
Officially on board, but getting
slamming the door closed, locking, whatever needs to
Giving
be
it
done.
the seal. Okay. Give me that last mobility roll.
Great.
It's gonna be good. You're gonna do it. It's gonna be fine.
We believe in you.
No successes.
We can
No
assist.
failures. Some stress.
Push.
Probably
yeah.
a good one to push. Yeah.
It's up to you, but
If you've
it's
got any
awesome.
items, dropping those can be an easy way where I'm just full out sprinting, so
Yeah, you have some
you
things you
lose
can
some
drop.
things.
A med kit?
Yeah, that just
That's not what I meant.
I'm not holding on that too.
This is weighing me down.
He's got the backpack on his front, so he's
Dead face
hugging it as he's
hugger.
going.
Is
Med kit,
is the pushing
backpack.
for the
Chest.
closing the door? Is that the action that needs the
Yeah,
the
it's
mobility?
it's
effort?
for you to get there quick enough and close it.
Okay.
Yep. Before we have a cinematic moment.
Okay.
And I'll let you know, you've got to beat one success, which means you're going to need 2 successes here.
Okay.
I thought Defender wins.
I'll double check. Either way, you're going to need at least 1 success.
At least 1 success.
Maybe 2.
Can I take inspiration from Singleton and let out the most blood curdling, adrenaline raising scream of door closing rage that Sig has ever experienced?
Just a primal scream as you're running for the door and closing it?
Yeah.
No, I like that. Yeah. It makes it very clear to everything here
And
where
I
you are.
add a stress die? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, to push, yeah.
Yep, and your stress level goes up.
All right.
Effectively.
I got
Oh,
3 stress ones and 2 successes.
nice.
All right.
You
Still succeeded.
All
Very
right.
stressful closing that door.
Yep. So get another point of stress and roll panic. Let's see how you're doing after you close that door.
An 8.
8. Tremble. Yeah, you just shaky. You're doing surprisingly good, all things considered.
And of course, I've closed. I've got back to the door, immediately sliding down, breathing heavily.
I'm breathing heavily too.
Together.
Ship. Okay.
I take a brief pause and I look and see that the facehugger's dead. I'm like, damn it.
So close. So close.
Nice one, Hirsch. You got me on the ship.
God wanted me to do.
So are we out of combat now, or are we still in combat?
Well, I mean, you got to get this thing off the ground.
Okay.
As
I
on the
just wondered
drone's
if I could
turn.
do it, if I could do a thing yet. So okay.
Almost. On the drone's turn, which, yeah, they're up next before you go. As you hit against that door, slide down, you see, right above your shoulder, just the tail pierces straight through and then pulls back out.
Dive and fall,
This
stomach
thing's
first
not
onto the
atmospheric
floor.
ready.
Maybe it doesn't know we're in.
You're up, McWhirr. What you doing, Rachel?
Screaming at Kaminsky to take off and go into Singleton and try to get that thing off his face.
It's already.
It's already
Yeah,
off. It
it's-
got,
Is it off his-
stabbed
it's
off his
slumped and
face.
fallen.
Oh,
It
good,
died.
yeah.
great.
We have nothing
Minor
in the
acid
ship.
Still
burns
need
all
to get-
around.
That
to
we
the
know
ship.
of. We have nothing on the ship attacking us at this exact moment. It's
All
just
right.
all
So
outside.
yeah, just command the people who can take off to take off.
Sounds good.
I'll allow it this time.
Give me a command roll.
I haven't rolled my commands ever in this game.
Let's
Wow,
get
I
to
have
5
8
minutes.
die, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You can end discussions with that roll.
You're a terrible leader.
Oh wait, I have to have my stress. Just kidding.
Who do we appreciate?
This is my slow action, right? Command.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, that's a lot of die.
See some successes at least.
Yeah. Give orders is a slow action.
6 successes. None of them. No ones on stress die.
Oh yeah. So yeah, by default, it's you do this or you're going to take stress if you don't.
So
Well,
which one of us are you
I'm
commanding?
I'm not technically
Both.
under
Yeah.
her command,
Uh,
but I will do
I mean,
it.
I'm not under her command either.
Yeah. This isn't the ability being used. This is just the command as a roll. I believe you can roll against it if you would like, but 6
I'm
is a
just-
lot.
I'm just telling you to take off.
I mean, I was going to do that anyway.
Okay, so it's not real hard to follow that order.
One
Yep.
condition: nobody talks about this ever, ever.
Fucking go!
I'll get to the ship. We try. We start pressing buttons.
Oh no, this is our pilot.
What am I doing?
There's an ignition system, and you have to press them in certain order, or the key won't turn.
You gotta flip switches properly.
It's like, oh crap, I messed it up. I have to redo everything.
And you got to be like 019er.
Yeah, okay, so-
555.
So here we go. In combat, as a slow action, you can bark orders on another character.
Okay.
They must be able to hear you, even if you're even via comm radio. Roll command. For every success you roll, they get a +1 modifier to their roll when carrying out the given order.
Oh, there you go.
So,
You both
I get a
+1.
+6?
You get a +6.
Yeah, nice.
All right. So yeah, at this point, unless anybody else wants to do something before Lance's turn, which basically
Is it my turn, or is it?
the two of you,
Does it have to happen?
is there anything you would like to do before the pilot tries to take off?
Are you gonna get this xenomorph off our
I'm
ship?
gonna close up the hole with my cutting torch.
Sounds good. Yeah, start working on that
Yeah,
before you
that's a good
breach
idea.
ammo.
I'm going to be checking out the rest of the hull, because you said there were other eggs and other things. Like, we didn't actually...
There are eggs open in the hull. Yeah, where you would normally have folks like sit and wait.
Yeah,
There are pre-open, pre-flowered open eggs.
with seatbelts, I assume.
Yeah, they've been nicely
Yeah,
buckled in.
Yeah.
One of them has a nice little teddy bear for
Yeah.
safe flight. What you doing?
3 successes. I'm just cutting that.
Nice.
I
you-
finally...
Grab some spare metal and quickly just weld that in place.
That's nice.
I'm finally pulling out that gun, and I'm just checking the eggs. Shaking, trembling.
Give me an observation real quick, if you would please.
Can I have my turn first?
I'm technically at 3, so I'm
Lance,
right
I think,
after
is-
Kyle.
I mean,
Oh, right, yeah. So yeah, it should be Kyle, then you. Sorry.
then me,
Yeah, then you. So
then Justin.
Lance first.
Yeah.
Ah,
Is this me trying to get it to take off?
Yeah, because that's the one you have the +6 for.
And then you panic and freeze.
Oh yeah, because I had
heck
8
of it.
stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like you're doing surprisingly good from what I can see from
I have 1/1 on a stress die, but
Oh.
it's surprisingly good.
I mean, you got 6 extra dice, so
It's
probably.
gonna help.
But I'm also still trembling. So.
And very stressful.
So 4 successes.
You've definitely succeeded in taking off.
Okay.
The question is, for how long with your panic roll?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I'm at a 12.
A +12 or a total of 12?
Total of 12.
I know, you just spend the round screaming.
And then
It freaks everybody out a little bit.
But I am now.
A little bit less stressed. Yeah, it was close. There were the sounds of scraping metal as something tried to get on board, you think?
Yeah.
But you feel pretty good now. Alright, let's just finish the round, see what everybody's up to.
At this point, no.
That's
Yeah, you're
You're next,
four.
yes. Go for it.
At this point, the ship looks like it's going to fly.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will offer medical aid, I guess.
Cool. Let's see. So they have recovery for somebody who's dropped below 0 and is broken, and save a life. Aside from that, you might need a medical kit? No,
You had
medical
one.
kit is just a boost.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, good, because I'm pretty sure Judson just like chucked it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no, you kept it.
Got
Okay.
it.
Yeah, don't you have like 2?
Yeah.
One for people, one for the aliens.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, you can only recover health when somebody is broken.
Oh. Well,
So don't worry about it. You apply medical aid, but statistically, mechanically, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
so yeah, I patch people up.
Give me that medical aid roll, by the way.
Okay, I need another.
Not a couple
Stress
dice.
dice?
No, I don't need stress dice.
Regular
Yeah,
dice?
so let's see. I need another stress dice. Okay, that's good. No stress failures and 2 successes.
Okay. As you're doing some, precursory medical aid, you also do a quick kind of glance over, and there's no signs of implantation of that egg.
Okay. And
it looks like you got it like literally moments
You're
from
like
that happening.
checking my throat while I'm screaming.
A little wider, tongue depressor. Yeah. No, we're good.
And I mentioned that to people.
You look good. All right.
For my observation of the eggs and area, I got 4 successes, no failures, thankfully.
All of the eggs have opened, and you're able to count. Yeah, there were definitely 8 of them.
We
Okay.
saw 7 facehuggers.
Yep.
There were definitely 8 eggs open.
You're not sure if there's one on the ship, or if somebody else got earlier, or what. But the number doesn't quite add up. But if you would like to read the epilogue in the lower right there,
Wait, are we at the epilogue?
we're at the epilogue.
Oh,
Don't worry,
Okay.
I won't intentionally crash the ship.
I was gonna ask. We still have.
Still have things.
Yeah.
Did Wes make it onto the ship?
Yeah. You know all the chaos.
Yeah,
As
nobody
long
was
as
paying
everybody
attention and
swears to
just walked
secrecy.
on.
Just drinking.
I
Yeah.
want to get off.
Yeah.
You're going straight to Wayland. If you want to work on this stuff.
Yeah.
All right. The sign off, please.
This is the final report from Hadley's Hope. Commander McWhirr reporting. The colony has been overrun by monsters. Of the 158 souls residing there, only 6 have survived. The rest, well, I dread to think what has happened to the rest. I can only hope that they were given the mercy of a quick death, but I doubt it. If you receive this message, do not attempt a rescue. Stay far away and inform the Colonial Marines as soon as you can. Only they can handle those monsters. This is Commander McWhirr, signing off.
I mean, I did.
Oh, God
technically.
damn it.
I mean, not really, but okay.
I mean, they technically managed it.
I just read the thing.
The Colonial Marines pretty much all died and didn't do nothing. It was pretty much all Ripley.
I mean, they shot some of them.
I mean, they shot some of them, but that's not really doing anything for aliens.
I mean, they deployed a drone which killed a lot in events.
It's true.
Yeah, but there was a lot more.
Yeah. But that's how you... It's a tide that you have to fight.
I mean, that versus taking a flamethrower to eggs and a grenade launcher to eggs. Big difference.
Without their ship, it wouldn't have happened.
And a power loader versus a queen.
Yeah.
Granted, Ripley definitely didn't want to be there. So, that is the last days of Hadley's Hope. The crew may or may not have made it out alive, but from what we've seen, it looks surprisingly good.
You at least got a message out.
Mm-hmm. Managed to get a message out. Surprisingly, none of the initial player characters got face-hugged in that last run. The ship itself, since it does have cryogenic suspension, will keep the lot of you safe and unaged for however long it takes for you to get back to civilization. And all the little bits of fallout that will happen from it. As at least one person was impregnated by the aliens.
I guess that was the case.
Yep.
So did I.
Yep.
And to me, that was a live specimen, so I'm okay.
Yeah, that checks out. So, at the end of any cinematic play, you look back at your personal goals, and we basically say, hey, how good did you do on those goals?
I didn't, because the lead got out.
Yep.
Some people fight inner demons. You've been sent these creatures to test your faith in God. Light him up and show the devil who's boss.
Yeah, you did
I
that.
think I did that. I think I killed a lot more than all you combined.
I think you earned yourself a story point easily there. Yeah.
I could have crashed the ship when...
I think
It would have been a whole fight sequence
Yes.
at that point. But yeah, fair.
I'm not sure if I failed or succeeded because I really feel like I should have killed Kaminsky.
It was tempting.
But
That's what a good
my
leader would do.
my personal agenda was to just like
Get off.
well, you know,
Quit saying that!
I'll finish that in the first 5 minutes. I don't know.
My personal agenda is you don't show it, but you love the people of Hadley's Hope. And now your friends are dying, and you must take revenge on the corporations, on the corporates for causing this crisis. Agent Reynolds and her science lackey Kaminsky must pay for their crimes. But given that literally everyone else was dead, and we need to make sure, I didn't feel like murdering her in cold blood was like something that I would do.
Well, I mean, she can pay
It's a fair line.
in court
And
justice.
that's why
right?
I wanted to get like documentation and not live specimens
Specimens.
to like help make sure they get brought to justice, right?
Well,
Yeah.
apparently I do get brought to justice.
Yeah, one way or another.
Cosmic justice.
Yeah.
Cosmic justice.
For
The
me,
best
the
kind.
way the Newtonian inspection team won't be so snooty if you can leapfrog them and get an alien to the company first. Just need to get a live specimen and get off the planet alive. Who will be laughing then?
I think you played that well enough that even
Yeah.
if you weren't impregnated, I'd still be like, yeah, you've earned it.
You
And
definitely.
Rebecca, Rachel, you've definitely earned it.
Yeah.
Story point as well.
Try to get people die.
Yeah, the leak got out.
I was supposed to pretend to be their friends,
You got that
and
part.
You did
I was
pretend to be
supposed to
my friend.
watch
Yeah.
her, and
You
I
kept an eye on her. I'd say you got most of that down. You
but
can
the
get
leak-
yourself a bit of a story point there.
but that leak, I didn't
A
put,
bit of a crumb.
even if it means putting an end to your quote-unquote friends. I was faking it the whole time.
That's fine. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's,
The catch I would have put it there is like crashing the shuttle would be sacrificing yourself, and that's a no.
Right.
Yeah,
You value your life.
yeah.
Um,
It's how far do I go for the company?
yep. It's one of those where it's like when the group split earlier, that might have been a chance to be like, maybe we off somebody.
Well, also, after the fact, if the pilot is the one that stays awake until the end,
Yeah.
you could have just flipped off all of our
Yeah.
life
The
support.
support.
Yeah, there you
Yep.
go.
And then crawled into
is already
bed.
out.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
Just like I considered just like shooting Kaminsky in the head as soon as I was certain that the ship was going to stay off
yeah.
the
I
ground.
was like, oh, the ship's good.
I
But
mean
then I
that
was
was
like,
fair.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's murder in cold blood, and that's not.
Yeah.
Kind of goes against the whole save as many people as you can,
But not against your personal mission.
which
Well,
was both
it was a bit
to
of
save
both,
people
yeah.
and to make you pay.
It was
so.
the same people that are your friends.
Well, it says the people of Hadley's Hope.
Hope.
I was not one of those.
Okay, well,
She was a
Technicality.
visitor.
I'm going on
Yeah,
the basis that my
technicality.
character isn't a terrible person.
Yeah.
and isn't
Yeah,
gonna
not
murder
full
someone in cold
sociopath.
blood.
But yeah.
That's fair.
Cold blood. So
Mine would.
Yes, yours
Yeah.
would.
there's nothing else in her character that says.
I mean,
like,
yours
you'll
fit the
just
whole
fucking
thing
off
trying
a
to get
person,
off.
You know?
Yeah.
I thought we
Every
decided to
time.
stop saying that.
See, it's only when I say it that cop gets mad.
Because you keep doing it. Right? And your
Keep
second
on
character didn't have any personal goals. They just
No.
had some background.
No,
I've been
her
interested to
her
see
background is she knew about everything, but she hadn't believed it, and now that she did, she couldn't cope.
Yep.
Which was why she was ready to sacrifice every one of you to get off.
Reagan. Gotta wait on that one, man. Right? Yeah.
Escape.
All we really know is that Kyle succeeded
Yeah.
with a fucking gold star.
Yeah.
For sure.
I did succeed my first one, so I'm happy. with that.
What Kyle's character reminded me of, has anyone ever read Unfollow? It's a graphic novel series.
No.
One of the characters in that is very much, I do this because God told me to. And he's an old man, he just has a bunch of fucking guns, and he just walks around, and he's like, I'm gonna murder some shit in God's name. And I was like, that is Hirsch's vibe.
So he's from Texas, you're saying?
Basically.
Yeah. Texas.
Good old Texas.
Space Texas.
Space Texas.
Actual
I was-
Space, Texas.
I was trained by everyone that was
the Marine Corps.
the Marine Corps, and then I was just one day I was like, nah, fuck this, I'm staying here. I don't want to deal with your shit anymore. I'm gonna be a janitor.
It's actually Mars because
Easier.
the Martians have a weird Texan accent in Spanish.
Ah,
Mars is New Texas, is what you're saying.
Uh-huh.
there you go.
Remember the Space Alamo, as Hirsch famously says before he murders anyone.
All right, so
So you Daniel Boone now?
jump into the classic questions, comments, suggestions.
I have a hard time imagining like a longer campaign.
Yeah.
Only because people are so squishy. And I don't know how much I would enjoy like constantly like swapping characters. Like if the appeal in the longer campaigns is like your character. I had 2 hit points.
From the design point of view, what they look at it is they go, your usual run should be like 4 or 5 runs of dealing with corporate or nationalist bullshit. Maybe find some like aliens that aren't the xenomorphs, deal with those, deal with some other problems like that, and then every now and again, rarely, you'll run into them. And those are the moments where it's like you'll be tested, you might lose people. But no, the more I play this, the more I'm like, I prefer the cinematic play. I think it just feels better, it's easier to get into. I think it's better designed that way. I do kind of agree. I don't know how a long-term campaign would work, and I'm not admittedly interested in running one personally.
Like, especially again with the stress levels, with everything, it's just like there's
where it's like, how do we manage this?
Just lots of banter.
Lots of
banter all the time.
I mean,
I'm sure.
Before we go in this next room, can we banter a little bit?
Just take a moment.
Take a breathe.
Yeah.
this was more action movie than the other one I played.
Yes.
And
Well, this was Aliens, not Aliens.
yeah, I totally got that.
To
Okay.
be fair, yeah, that is. Yeah, I continue, but I've got an addendum that I think is going to fit along perfectly with what you're going to say.
Is that this was fine. I enjoyed it. I did enjoy the other one better because there was more tension and less run for your life.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, this one from jump, it basically goes like, there's a little bit of creepy time, but after that, it's go time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think this system works best when it actually plays out like a proper horror movie, where you get the first act is all like build up, and then you get that reveal. Maybe not even at the end of the first act, but close to it. Where you get that time to actually sink into the character, get to know each other, set that scene a little better.
Yeah.
And that's something that I suppose you could do with this, but they don't give you a lot of material for like the in-between, I guess I'd say.
Yeah, like there's, and that's something I was trying to put into words. Like, there's not necessarily like reasons for like role play, discovery, all of those things, other than just the immediacy of
Especially in this
survive.
one.
Yeah.
And also in this one, the personal missions didn't feel, I don't know, as personal or...
Yeah. This one being a single act, you had the personal mission that was it for the whole run. When you get into Chariots of the Gods, they go, here's 3.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get 1 in the first act. When we move on to the second act, your personal agenda is going to change because things have changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Acts changed based on effectively like of certain events happening. And it makes it flow a lot better, in my opinion. Because you could stick around in that first act for a much longer time. You can really kind of pump the brakes on it and make sure you aren't flying through it.
Yeah.
Whereas with this, you're trying to do a 3-act play in 1 act.
Yeah.
And also, once I switched characters, because I did that in another game too, because also died.
Yep.
But this one did not have another personal agenda, so I felt less invested in playing the character.
Yeah, and admittedly, the biggest difference there was we had 2 people playing with 6 potential PCs in that one.
Yeah.
And this was perfectly 5 PCs to 5. Yeah. The more I look at it, the more I go like, even if you are getting somebody as a backup character, as that second character, having that personal agenda really helps kind of launch you into the character quickly.
I mean, with what I had, like, there was a thing of what I knew and what I didn't, because I had outside knowledge of the thing. And also, no real prompts on how to play her.
Yeah.
I mean, my only prompt was that she cannot cope now, so I guess it was just do what you can to get out and screw everybody else.
Yeah. It's almost a, like, take how she's been role-played up till now.
I mean,
this
she
little bit we
wasn't,
have.
though.
Yeah.
You had moments, but
bit.
yeah. You
I mean-
very little bit, admittedly.
I mean, all she did was, like, let me out of this thing with this alien in here, and then sure, I'll give you the key card that is
You
my
were
ticket
forced
off.
to give. Yeah, is your ticket off? Yeah,
They didn't technically commander.
true.
Was there
Guns were involved.
an option where, like, if we waited long enough, like she would have died from the alien? Or...
Yeah, so they give you some options for random events, things to kind of like build up the action a little bit quicker or have things pop off. You can have either Dr. Kaminsky in Med Lab, where we found her, have a chest burster, or there was another person, Miss Hemmings, in the casino, who is in a much worse condition.
Oh shit, there wasn't someone else I thought we got.
I was going to ask, how many people could we have saved?
You got 2 of the 3.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Well, it sounds like the other one would have.
yeah, Miss Hemmings is much more of the like, yeah, that's a chest burster one. But I was looking at it from the point of view of like, we transition you to Wes at that point for the last 5 minutes of a scenario.
Yeah.
Leave it for the epilogue. Yeah.
Though I think it would have been nice if you would have had her burst out as soon as the door shut.
Yeah, like that would be the time to do it, but
Especially, well, if she had taken command, like, to try to pilot.
oh, that would have been so good. Yeah. The stress of like, oh yeah, you're having a heart attack. Oh, that's not a heart attack.
But the thing is, like, none of us knows. We just see her, like, sitting in the
Yeah,
chair.
just like
Yeah.
slump forward. The ship starts veering down. Oh yeah. Yeah, you could build some real worry there all of a sudden.
I am very glad I got to play this system, though. Like, it's something I've been very curious about, because, again, I love the franchise a lot. And I think it does still follow the feel of the franchise. Like,
Yeah.
I think they do have that. But...
Which is, it's what I've liked about the system,
Yeah.
especially having run it the first time. Like, that first session of just pure slow build tension was beautiful.
Yeah.
The thing that I always find challenging in any of these games, like even in D&D, like where like these people are supposed to be professionals, and it's so easy to fail in this game.
Yeah.
Which, if we are professionals in our field, to have failure that regularly, I know it adds tension, it adds...
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, how can we be in these positions and then our chances of actually rolling a success on our own professional skills being so seemingly low?
Well, at least when we did the other one, we both had stress before we started even doing anything because of things. And
Yeah, push and events happening.
And that's, like,
that
I can see the
was
stress
a
added.
very good way of like, well, we're professionals, but also this, so that's why we're not as effective.
Yeah,
Professionals under stress.
the dice math is always interesting. The way I look at it is like, if you end up with rolling 6 dice, I feel like you've got a pretty good chance at that point of rolling at least 1 6.
Yeah.
At which point I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes sense, because you only need 1 to succeed.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess I got a sense that like you needed 2 or 3 sometimes for...
Not
for
norm.
opposed checks.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Okay.
opposed
Yeah,
checks.
for everything else, if you get 1, you're good.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
extra is you either like stunting or doing things faster.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do a
Yeah.
backflip.
Yeah.
to,
Then that's
you
not
know,
as bad.
I mean, like when we did the other one, my
Ska
character
dancing
was
on.
the very much the roughneck one, and her goal was to make as much money as she could.
Yeah.
So when she was like fixing stuff and she got extra dice, she'd like do it really quick to try to impress the corporate guys.
Yeah.
Try to earn that paycheck. Yep. Yeah, and I think some of them just get some better. Some of them have better prompts for different people. Some are a little bit more open that let you kind of invent and create a character yourself. Others are a lot more kind of well defined and give you a really good base to jump into things with. Yeah. Yeah, so the only other person that you could have found was Miss Hemming. Is alive but unconscious. She's been face hugged and may soon give birth to a chest burster. And that's in the casino.
I remember that on the map.
I also thought the face huggers were not as effective as they probably should have been.
It's one of those where it's like,
I know.
roll the d6
It was
to see what
showing
happens.
pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean, like
face,
It chokes you.
face huggers aren't that effective in the movies unless they get on you.
Yeah.
They're kind of pointless until
but
they're
Fast.
yeah.
The face hugger spent an action to choke you, spent an action to get on you, and would have had to apparently spend another action to actually implant you.
Effectively, yeah.
Yeah, but Lance was incapacitated that whole time. Lance couldn't slow it down. He needed help for any of that to happen.
And the real kicker for me is the fact that it's Acid Splash 4, which means to kill the chest burster, you're guaranteeing effectively, like, most of the time, at least 6 dice of damage to somebody from that Acid Splash. And that is going to be rough.
Yeah.
I mean,
because not
maybe it didn't seem that much because
I'm rolling like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if I had rolled higher and the 3 of you died in that moment, or even if just one of you died, because I think Hirsch had a ton of hit points.
yeah.
I only had 5.
Yeah, so there's a sweet spot where, like, both of you could have ended up dead.
I mean, I probably would have. I only had 2 hit points.
Yeah, if I had rolled another success, it would have been like, well, you die from the acid splash, ironically almost, and then you would have been okay with 2. So at exactly 2, we would have lost 1.
Yes.
At 3, we would have lost you.
No,
Oh, 4?
I have 4 hit points.
Nice. Okay.
I mean,
she looks
But yeah,
scared.
you're not wrong.
So
A lot of it
no.
is up to that random chance where I'm like, I don't know. What's interesting
I was
though
happy to pet a kitty, but I don't want to.
is that all the chest bursters for their attacks, it goes, hey, roll a d6. 1 through 3 is escape, where they literally scurry off and they come to attack again later.
I mean,
Which for that moment, I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense. I
I
never
mean,
rolled it, but I probably would have re-rolled
in
it
a different
those cases.
in a different setting in this, that would be good.
Yeah,
But
in that exact moment, I'm
In
like,
that moment, yeah.
no, that would be terrible. I probably would have used escape as in they go back into the ship and hide, and then you're left playing whack-a-mole with face huggers. Yeah, which, yeah, it's one where I feel like they have some ways of, so like 4 through 6, they do either a tail grapple, a face grapple, or the quote-unquote final embrace. On a 3, they do a tail lash, and on a 1 through 2, they menacingly approach you, forcing you to panic.
I want to see if they can, like, not menacingly approach me. I'm really sorry. My guy needs me. I gotta go.
Oh, that's okay.
And I know it's a gear light game, but it would have been nice if, like, in specific rooms, you did find more like specific gear. Because like every time we were rolling, it's like, oh, it's another motion tracker. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Hey, this whole room, and that's
yeah, that was that one space thing you did all over where we found like 12 sets of armor that none of us could use.
Yep. Yeah. Random tables never work out.
No.
Yeah. I agree with you there. The other scenario we ran had a couple of things where it's like, yeah, there's some stuff here, here, and here.
Yeah.
There was a lot less like loot to find random stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah,
this definitely has that vibe of like, yeah, we kind of threw this together for the book.
Yeah.
It's like,
there's-
oh, I got cigars. Cool. What can I use these for?
What am I
Other
gonna do
than
with
just
them?
a story note that I'm smoking cigars.
Yeah.
But even if they had, like in, for example, the casino, like you find chips, dice, cigars. Like there's just like a list of these are the things you would find in this room.
Yeah. I would be much happier with that than a random table.
Yeah.
Personally. Yeah.
I remember last time not liking getting the same roll on the stress die a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the same thing.
Yeah.
But,
And we got pretty close to that a couple of times.
well, I
honestly.
mean, I rolled
rolled
shaky like
Primbles like 3 times.
3 or
3
4
times.
times.
Yeah. Those,
Frozen
that I don't
twice.
mind. I don't mind the idea of like some shakes, a little bit of tremors. That is fine with me. But when you start doing the like, what was it? Like you hit scream once, and
Twice.
then that actually caused you to hit scream or something?
Last time. Yes.
Last time, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I screamed twice and I froze once just
Yeah.
in this last one, and I trembled twice just in that last round.
Yeah, like the biggest complaint I've got about the system is I'd love a side panic roll table. So you go, here's where we get the first time. If they happen to roll the same thing again, here's the second. Or the default that people run with is step it down or step it up as
Yeah.
you see appropriately.
You go from screaming to pulling your own tongue out of your head.
Yeah, full on Cthulhu.
Yeah. I was actively
Good
though
insight.
thinking like like mixing this with a Call of Cthulhu, like that's what I would tend to do these days. Is I just start doing mashups.
Take some of the rules and stuff.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that the panic rolls like grow as it goes.
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit more interesting than like the Call of Cthulhu panic in my mind, but that's just because for Call of Cthulhu it's like you either panic or you don't.
Yeah.
And then the results are still varied and dependent, but this has that feeling of like it's building.
And I don't know how it would translate stress in being able to like add dices to your roll to Call of Cthulhu, because that'd be that was
It'd be
one
interesting.
thing of like
Yeah.
That would at that point maybe be adding percentages.
yeah.
Potentially, yeah. Some percentage.
Like
that doesn't have
subtracting-
the downside though.
subtracting like 10% or something, just something flat for every stress. Because if you would just translate this system's stress mechanic instead of their willpower, that'd be one mashup.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically
Yeah,
there are a
options.
lot of mechanics we didn't like: radiation, critical injuries, conditions, consumables.
Yep. Consumables get used in the other longer ones. This one, it makes sense that it doesn't get used just because it's there for that long burn tension and for you to then make those moments of, well, this person is about to run out of air. We shouldn't send them outside despite them being the better soldier.
We had to ration air a lot.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I did find that when you were rolling the stress dice, I like that better.
Okay, yeah. Keep it a little bit more secret.
Yeah.
And that way I can just ask you, like, hey, what's your current stress?
Mm.
And roll. And yeah, I like that. Keep it a little bit more mysterious. Any other questions, comments, suggestions before I turn off the recording and we have private conversations?
Ooh.